So, last time, Kindred finished up harvesting from their hunt in the wildlands, had a little bit of a tussle with the heads of each of the branches of the organization known as Hydra. They also did a bit of questioning for those that were with them on the hunt and for the party members themselves to see if they could find out how these heads of Hydra found out where they were and what they were doing, or how they found them, and to find out if anybody's been giving away information to them. Upon questioning, they found a few individuals that were not necessarily wanting to give information to them, but were charmed into giving information to the members of Hydra, or someone in Hydra. Galterus, being one of them, also inspected this to make sure that the shard of the crown that was found during one of Kindred's adventures was still hidden where he had hidden it, and came back to tell them that it was no longer there and that it had been taken. They also showed up talked to Galandra to see if she knew if the shard that she had was also still secret and still where she left it. However, they came to realize very quickly that more than likely she had been charmed as well, and more than likely the shard was no longer where it was hidden. Now Kindred is faced with the decision of how to proceed and where to go from here, and how they want to handle this organization of Hydra, and how they want to try to get these shards back, and why this organization is so bent on getting these artifacts, and why they would go to such lengths to recover the shards. And that is where we pick up.
How are we going to deal with Hydra? Answer: with extreme prejudice. Isn't that the obvious answer?
You know,
That's what you're supposed to say, right?
well said, honestly. Can you give us, like, our current location? Or, like...
Beach.
No, you
Where are
guys
we
went to
technically?
Galterus' office.
Which is
Yeah.
You did the questioning, and then you also did your little talk with Avi, and he did his little projector show so everybody could know
He's
what
so
was being
cool.
said and all the information. Although Galandra was not present, so Galandra is still uninformed about all of this stuff.
True enough.
You had a training session with Galterus,
Yeah.
and
That didn't take very long. Like, this
I
a whole
believe
second.
you guys.
Oh, I also-
want to go back to. Go ahead.
When we were in the sword, I waited 20 minutes or a little longer to see if I could meditate in the sword, and then come back and see if my PowerPoints went up.
Yeah, and
I feel revigorated.
you don't get your PowerPoints back because it has.
I
only
told
been
you
like
it wouldn't work.
it's only
I
been a
told
couple
you it
seconds
wouldn't
in your
work.
life. What seems
It's sort of like
20
a
minutes,
freaky circle or something.
Very much so. I believe I know there was talk about you guys not wanting to go back to Morningdale because you wanted to lay low, but I don't remember where you guys said you wanted to go.
I don't think it matters at this point.
Well, we were going back to take all the library stuff and send people down to Whetstone.
Yeah,
And
there
have
was the
people
talk
hiding
about,
there.
you know, going to the farmhouse and sending
Yeah.
the stuff over to
Correct. Whetstone.
Whetstone
in
for.
And
Do we
Carl
have
was going to
the,
talk to her buddy that lived there, her child friend.
Right. Do we have the resources to do that? Like, what's the state of the stone, I suppose?
State of what stone?
Sorry.
The
The gauntlet.
Whetstone.
The whetstone. Sorry, my brain's on stones because that's how I travel. Tell me about the gauntlet and where we're at there.
Well, kidney stones. I mean, there's different things to think about her with me. So, all right.
Okay.
Yeah. The gauntlet, as far as I know, we were saving our charges. So we used we didn't use the gauntlet to his room. We used the little stone thing to go into his office.
Right.
The only thing you used the gauntlet for
So was it just to get there?
was to get to the wildlands.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, that was this morning. Holy cow.
Time doesn't fly around us. It really
We're
doesn't.
excessively efficient and we kind of need to stop.
It's disgusting. It really is.
It's gross. Okay.
I say the next thing we find, we're going to have Suna eat it, and she'll swim around the ocean, and nobody will be able to follow her.
Yeah.
No one can locate her. She'll be all over the place.
Anything.
Yeah.
Alright.
These
So
fixed locations
we
are
still
terrible.
have 2 charges. We could definitely go to the barn and then to Whetstone today.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also I don't remember if Isaac went to Whetstone or not. I don't
He
know.
was never there physically.
Not that I know of.
Because he sent the army, but he didn't actually come.
Because there was another cleric that was there to watch over and all that stuff.
My point is I don't know how many power points he has, but if he goes through the portal and then comes back and whatnot, he can also use teleport to assist with getting things there. 'Cause
Right.
that's how you
And it's
guys
also
got it
a
off the
good
ship.
spot for him to be able to go to in the future. Even just going in general is good for
I
him.
mean, he could meditate with a handful of clerics, and he can get 12 power points in 20 minutes.
Right, we haven't done that yet.
No. Because he has 7 power points right now.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go.
I don't know what I have. Let me look.
But we can use a gauntlet to go to the farmhouse.
I've got 2. A big 2.
A big fat 2?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think I have 1.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. Do we want to do that here? Or do we want to do that and in the barn?
We'll do it in the barn.
In the barn. Okay.
Yep.
Who all was going to Whetstone? Brocknun and Derek? Question mark.
Oh, was it Derek or was it Isaac that was gonna?
It was
I thought
Brockman
he was
and
gonna,
Derek, I
because he
believe.
was gonna
Brocknun, Derek.
study in the big library here.
Oh, that's right. Well, I knew studying he was related to something. Okay.
Well, he
Brocknut
Yeah.
mainly because
Isaac is synonymous.
dwarvish and anything that
Yeah.
I mean neither
Yeah.
of them are super good when it comes to languages, if I remember correctly.
more or less.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was one of those things that if
I have a
need
problem.
be and they needed somebody, they were going to contact someone either in the party or Isaac. I don't remember, because we discussed this last time with you guys of how they would get in touch with Isaac, but then Isaac would then teleport to Whetstone and
So
help
we
them
need
out
to
if they
bring
ran into something
Derek,
that couldn't be-
Brocknun, and Isaac with us.
Right. And then
was
Isaac
gonna
can
be
leave
going,
once
I
he's there.
think, somewhere else, but if he needed to teleport to help them, then he could do that.
It'll be an
Right.
introductory drug for him, sure. So he can go
Yeah,
to.
he needs to at least see it so he can get there
Yeah.
effectively.
Yeah. I mean, because we can either pop into this nice lady's house so no one else sees what's going on, so it doesn't draw any, attention. Or we can just pop up in we can open up and go over to the temple, which is concealed. You're in a temple, but that just opens up to more possible people seeing you walk around, whatever. We just pop up in the house, then we don't have to deal with more visuals.
Sounds good.
So
You just have to say hi first. Like,
yeah, that's
we're so good at that, right, Galters? We're so good at doing that before we show up.
Yeah.
Yes,
Anyway.
you guys are so good at giving
Kara
us
can talk to her friend
Straight up
before
the
we
best.
intrude into her house and then use her basement for books and whatever.
We're actually not that bad.
No, it's pretty cool.
Good at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Kara, what was your friend's name over in Whetstone that we hid out in a root cellar? What was her name?
Oh, I've got it written down here. We haven't talked.
I mean, she was your childhood friend. You guys palled around. It was pretty cool.
I know, but no one's asked me her name in like 75 years. So hold on a second.
You are so much older than what I thought. You hold your age well. Wow.
75 years.
Flipped over in
Yeah.
the Dawning Festival.
Our 4 lives ago.
I mean, I know what it is, but unless you want to find it.
Oh, there we go.
She can roll her intelligence and you could just tell it.
Alright, I've got it.
I know. Oh.
If you don't know, I do.
I don't, and I don't care. I'm just pointing at her. So.
I do have it. Oh, Sophie.
Yes, Sophie.
Sophie, not Sophie, but Sophie.
Saphie instead of
Sappy.
XO.
Sassafras. Yeah. Okay.
It's almost spelled like Safi.
Yeah, like aphies. There you go.
Sounds like aphies. Sappy. What's her name?
Sophie. Okay, so we can give you a sending stone, and you can talk to her and give her the warning that company's coming, and then we'll just pop in. That's how we do things.
That's pretty accurate.
I received the stone.
Your
Stone of
stone
seeking.
receiver.
Hello,
Shake it.
this is Kara.
Oh
What are
no.
you doing?
I feel like she's from India or
It was
something.
so yeah.
I am not tech support.
You speak Farsi too? Okay.
You know you
I'm
only
paying
have
attention
like
to you.
2 minutes,
What?
right? Just saying.
What
Okay.
is that? Activated.
Paper, thanks.
Colton impersonating me doesn't count as me actually doing it. Okay.
Oh,
All right, we're doing this when we're at the
My
farmhouse
friend Ross.
first.
My
Yeah,
Ross.
we'll get out of Galteris' office and take it over to the farm.
He doesn't need to know any more information. Things happen.
Fine, I'm waiting.
Come on, this was our fault first. We let
No.
his name slip. It was the other way
Whose
around.
fault was it second?
Well, he can take second place, but gold still goes to us.
And fourth of all.
All right,
Okay, chapter
I I'll use the gauntlet, open it up to go into the farmhouse.
Okay.
Okay, let's go in the living room. Let's go.
Cool. Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Living room.
Okay, we all
We're
step
now
through.
in the living room of the farmhouse that is owned by part of Kindred in
Yes.
Morningdale, or on the outskirts of Morningdale.
I will
Okay.
check out the stone.
All right.
What they
Okay, I'm closing the portal while that's going on, just to let you.
Okay.
Okay, one
One
left.
my leg was left in there.
Wake up, Rocky. Wake
It'll
up.
pop through in a minute. You'll be fine. Just snap it on.
This isn't a thing to
Talkie
play
time.
with. Please stop.
Anyway.
Hello, is this
Oh,
thing
hey.
I squeezed the
Something
side
else
of
of
the rock.
thought
Oh,
that I will say later.
can it wait till after I say the call?
Yep.
Yep, you're on.
Because I already turned this Rocky Talkie on. Okay, alright. The Rocky
He'll give you
Talkie
grace.
on. The Rocky Talkie is on. Hello, Sophie? Is that you? Hello?
I'm in your head.
What? Kara? Is that you?
Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. So, long story short and short story long, Me and my buddies, we're coming back and we're gonna be in Whetstone soon. And we want to touch base. There's some things that we think you should know about, and yeah, we have to talk.
Okay. Do I need to
Okay,
convene the rest of who was here before when you guys freed the town? Do I need to convene them?
please
Do
hold.
I need to get your parents?
Please hold. How many people do we want to show up? Because if we're not clear, we'll have anybody and everybody and their grandmother showing up. Guys,
No, it's private.
No, nobody.
sorry. Just you. You're all we need.
Oh.
And your
okay.
basement.
Sure. Give me a few minutes, if that's okay, and
No.
you guys are welcome. Is this like right now, or is this going to be like, you know, are you going to be traveling by foot or something, or?
Please hold. Hey. Which method of transportation are we going to use, y'all? You should have given me the cliff notes before you had me call, but you know, I heard it was urban. Which method of transportation are we using?
Portal.
A portal? So it is just going to be a couple minutes.
Yeah, in the basement.
Okay, alright. Alright, yes. We will be there in a couple minutes. Look for us in the basement at that point, if you don't hear us first.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, see you then. Love you, bye.
There is a closeness there. I could feel it.
I didn't mention anything about having to look up her name. So I think we're still on the up and up.
I mean, Kara would have naturally remembered, but
Yeah, players in general.
the player didn't.
The
didn't
end
remember.
of the 5th week of
It's all good.
school, nothing
It's all
comes
good.
naturally.
All right.
Yeah.
So the call to Safi has happened.
Check that box.
She's been warned, and now she can be abused. Okay.
Now we can.
now we can proceed with the abusement.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I can go check.
Which leads
That
to
is how it
abused
goes.
men.
Now
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
proceed
Yeah.
with use and abuse,
Yes. Okay.
The second phase of the plan, yes.
and hopefully no bruise.
Okay. We can I suppose we can meditate for 20 minutes, and people can get PowerPoints quickly, and then we can go to the barn, and then we can open a portal. Isaac can get his stuff.
Yeah, we
Uh.
should also get Zuri, who is currently here in Morningdale, so our good friend Conlon doesn't have to watch all of these animals right now.
Zuri is the animal companion for Brockman.
Which is related to Missouri. Okay.
I guess he only really had to watch all these animals for like half a day. It's not actually been that
Yeah,
bad.
it wasn't very long.
I really thought it was gonna be
It
like
was
a 4-day
Only
trip.
a couple
and-
hours to
there's
tell
nothing.
you guys to find the Hydra and then
Yeah, that
all
was
the stuff
ridiculous.
that transpired afterwards. So.
Worse purgatories. All right. Okay then. He can get his cat.
So you guys go through, meditate for 20 minutes. Brockman makes his way to your guys' home there to get his cat. He comes back. You
Okay.
guys have done your however long you want to do for meditation or recovery.
I think just the 20, right?
Yeah, it's all we
Get a
need.
quick boost of 7 and call it a day.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Where's my marker go? I have one here. Oh, it's in
Okay. Next on the list.
Oh,
I guess we get everything kind of set up and ready for.
Yeah, we get the books and everything organized that we want to throw in there. And in case there might be no shelving or anything to put them down, we'll have a couple pieces of planks of wood in case we want to stack things on.
Well, we brought the whole shelf, didn't we?
Well, yeah, but a whole shelf might not in her root cellar. It's not a perfect environment. Yeah. And if they need light down there, I do have a glowing stone I can give them. Actually, nix that. I have a stone that I have in my pouch that has light on it. And all they have to do is open that up and they'll have light.
Okay.
Which is continual light. It's not just regular light. So.
Complete with musical cue.
So I put a permanency empowerment on it.
Made permanent with permanency. It's my favorite thing.
Let's break the game. Yeah.
Now look here, we just call it clever use of game mechanics.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna unclever it, and it's not gonna be there.
It's not that bad.
Okay. We'll call it stipulations. How's that? It works until something doesn't make it work. Okay. All right. Or called no time limit, something like that. Okay, so I'll give them that pouch that has that stone of continual light on it, so they can stick it wherever they want on a shelf, or whatever, and it'll give them their light.
Okay.
I'll keep my little blue stone, my little Octorok, and then that'll be fine. So we have organized, and they're looking at the books too to make sure they know which ones we'll point out which ones look like most highly desirable to look at first.
Okay.
And then I was in that basement, so I remember what it looks like. I was in the rootiness of the cellar. So I will think about that, and this will be my last use of the gauntlet, and I will use it mentally, and I'll open the portal.
Okay. So the purpose for this portal is to carry some stuff through, or no? This is just to get Isaac there, or in Brockton and Derek, or what?
Can be both.
Both. All the people and the items.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's going to be difficult for you to move all of the items in the amount of time that you have the portal open for one charge.
All right, the priorities are the first ones to go.
Well, and could we just stick a bunch of stuff in like Raylog's bag, like duffel bag of colding before we go, and then just bring the duffel bag?
And then you just open it up so
Yeah.
it's small.
I mean, yeah, you guys can do that. I'm just talking like
Yeah.
if you were like picking up the shelves
Like
and
logistically, 5 minutes isn't long enough.
Yeah, if we
Especially
see
if
where it
there's
would take too
stuff
long.
in her basement.
Yeah. If it looks like it's logistically too much in a short amount of time, then we'll throw it all in a condensed bag of Raylogs, and then they can take that.
Okay. Well, you guys open the portal, start taking things through, and it's about... Well, as soon as you actually open the portal, because you took time to do your recovery and everything, you open the portal and you come through, some of you guys carrying things through, and Safi is right there in the room waiting for you guys to arrive, and oh, welcome, and just kind of sees you guys carrying in a whole bunch of stuff, and then just set it down and like, okay, and then leaving, going back through the portal, coming back.
No, don't worry, there's more.
Stuff. They're like, okay, and then she just kind of like starts grabbing things and like moving her like
There go
stuff
the
in the root
potatoes
cellar
again.
off to the
The
side.
onions and the rutabagas.
Like,
are making
okay.
ready.
Yeah, we tell her we appreciate you opening up your home for this secret mission that all
Yeah.
will reap the benefits of, and we're so
Yeah,
glad
thanks
that
for letting
Tara
them
was
stay
able to
here.
tell you about this. Yeah.
Pull
Oh,
up a stone.
Sure,
Yep.
I'm glad to. And she's like looking around for Kara in the group. Like, where is Kara? Like, I have no idea what's going on. She just
She's
said
doing her
that you
nails
guys
out
were
back.
showing up.
She's busy.
Uh,
She's busy
I
reading a
don't
book
know,
somewhere.
Kara. Like, how much of a part are you having in the moving around of items here?
I don't know. I don't know which items I've been moving around.
Well, it's
All you have to do is
everything
pick
that
up
you
a couple
guys-
books
It's all the stuff that you guys took from the
from the boat.
globe that
Make
got
sure you
blown
get
up.
the globe. That one's
Apparently
important.
I'm on globe duty. I've got the
Yeah.
world in my
Okay.
hands.
Well, as soon as you make an appearance through the portal, Sophie's like, hi, so what's going on? You said that you needed my help for something, but, what's all of this stuff, if I might ask, or should I just not ask?
You probably shouldn't ask. Just know that it is currently ours.
Okay,
We
do we have
I happen
a,
to know a rental
Currently
storage place
Yeah.
anywhere.
uh,
1-800 Caves R Us.
not really, I'm just worried that my small root cellar here is not going to be much space for how much stuff you have. I don't know how much, and
You
here
can
comes
always dig
Raylon
deeper.
carrying, a table through what stuff.
Coming through.
Uh,
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget the duvet. No.
So besides the stuff, or am I just holding on to this for you? How long am I holding on to this for you?
Oh no, we have
Really,
borders
Raylon
that will
has
be
a
in your
handful.
basement.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
yep.
And Brockman and Derek kind of are like.
She's seen
helping,
Derek.
and they're just like, "Hi," as they're like carrying stuff in.
Yeah, she's seen
This
Derek
is the-
before.
This is the
Oh.
never-ending U-Haul.
Okay.
Friendly faces. And new
She
faces.
kind of
Yeah, that's
like,
nice.
as you are setting stuff down, Kara, she kind of like grabs your shoulders, like, can I talk to you outside for a minute? Kara.
Man.
Sure, I guess. I just hope no one sees me because that might cause a stir.
Oh,
If I must.
it'll be fine.
Not outside. Yeah.
Cloak.
So you
Collection of the cloak.
go outside with Sophie as everybody else is moving things in. So can you just give me a rundown kind of what all is going on here and what I should be expecting here? Like, I was expecting like you to give me some information about something that was going on, and that would be the end of it, or maybe like a meeting place, but I didn't expect quite this.
We do have things to tell you, but we kind of have to finish moving all this stuff first.
Okay. Can you kind of explain like what who's staying and who's not, how many there are? Like, do I need to feed them, or are they responsible for themselves?
Oh no, they can gnaw on onions.
My onions or someone else's onions?
Which onions do you prefer?
Well, I mean, I don't mind. I want to be hospitable, but at the same time, you understand, I'm used to just having to care for myself here, and now if I have like 4 or 5 extra people that I'm going to be feeding, it'd be nice to know a little bit more ahead of time, or
We will
to
not
be-
trouble you any longer than we must. I will say that.
I understand that and I appreciate that, but I'm trying to gauge what is needed of me. Is it just my root cellar and they are on their own, or what?
We are the party Kindred. You know that there's a group of us involved wherever we go. So yes, there's a group of us. We have moved this caravan of goods into your root cellar because we felt that it would be safe here and undisturbed and ready for when we should need it next. As far as the conversation, I do not feel that it is right for me to have a conversation with you about what our plans are without including the other immediate members of the party Kindred, so that they may fill in any blanks that I may be forgetting. So,
Okay.
sorry to shock you to begin with, but all will be made known. We will tell you everything that you need to know. But no more than that.
Okay, but again, like, do you need anything else from me? Or do
I
you
don't
just need the
believe so
room?
at the time. I don't believe so at this time. Let us
Okay.
finish moving these things in, and once we have these things moved in, we will be able to have a conversation with you and the immediate members of the party to discuss the full scope of everything that you need to know about what's going on.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
alright.
I know, there's a lot going on. I know. You haven't left Whetstone. It's mind-boggling. I know. It's okay. Suddenly
It's
this
not
gaping
that, it's
hole
just
in your root cellar.
you reach out after, not hearing from you for a while, and then it's,
Poof.
hey, I need to, we need to talk, and then you show up and you're filling my root cellar with stuff. And
Yes.
then now there's people staying with me, and
All will
Okay.
be made known.
okay.
All will be made known.
Ah.
Puts
She just
out
kind of like
hand.
walks around the corner of the house and.
Kara puts the hand out. There.
Mind your manners, peasant.
It'll be okay. There. It'll be okay. If it was anything
Alright.
super bad, I'd
You
be
are
contacting my
by
parents.
yourself now behind Sophie's house, outside the root cellar.
Okay. I guess I'm on watch.
Sure. Whatever you want to do.
As
The rest
the
of
healing
you
of all the furniture
are
comes
finishing
lumbering
pulling
in.
stuff into the root cellar. It is pretty jam-packed in here, with all of the tables and all the extra books, or the table or desk, I should say.
Yeah, we would release some of that space by having it in backpack of Raylogs.
Yeah. So
It can be swapped in and
but
out.
I'm assuming you're not leaving it all in the bags because you might need the bags unless you're planning on leaving the bags there. I don't know.
Yeah, we're leaving the bags there.
Okay.
So that way it can be swapped in and out.
Semi-crowded, but it's not to the point where there's like no
Yeah,
manageable.
he doesn't need that bag right now.
However,
I guess.
you get everything situated. Derek
Gets
and
rid of the
Isaac, make sure that they have their stuff that they need to, go from day to day, their sleeping stuff and all that. All right.
Well, and I can also give them blessed berries, just like one meal, a berry. It's fine.
I'm just talking to like personal belongings for like camping out or whatever.
Slide up a
now-
rock and go to sleep. Yeah.
But they move that stuff in and they are ready to go. And okay, so what's the next step then? Derek asks.
Well,
Yeah.
I assume that we're also giving some parchment and a quill so they can write down information if they find what book and whatever in reference, and so that way they can tabulate what discoveries they find and in what language and all that stuff. And I will leave them a sending stone, so which is mine, and then they can have that, so that way they can use that to communicate with any of us if they find something or if they have problems. So that way they're not all by themselves.
Okay. And Derek speaks up. I'm sure if we need more, ink and parchment, we can go. I'm sure they have a general store here that we can probably get that stuff from. So we should be good with that.
And they have Tootsie Rolls.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, we will spend some time here this evening looking through, getting started on here, and we will give you guys updates as we go.
All right. I don't know where Kara is, but we need to go. So.
Yeah.
Raylog kind of wanders down the hallway to where the entrance is and kind of sees Kara standing there at the top of the steps. She's over here.
Okay. Tell her we're going. It's time to go.
Raylog speaks up to you from inside the cellar. Hey, we're getting ready to go.
I'm coming.
I go through into the portal.
The portal's already
Kara
closed.
and
isn't it?
Raylog and everybody that isn't
No.
staying manages to go through the portal.
Okay.
No.
Out we
We're
go.
good.
All right. That was a very efficient 5 minutes. Goodbye.
Sure was. Well, over
Well,
half
you
of it
guys
was in
said
the
that you
backpack.
consolidated stuff into bags and
Yeah.
whatnot, so
Yeah.
it honestly
it only
would
makes sense.
take a couple minutes to pull things in.
Correct.
So
Yes.
But still, everybody carrying in like handfuls of stuff and then just plopping them down is, oh, okay. Apparently, we're just moving in.
Yep.
Yeah, just like we didn't say.
Exactly like that. See? Look at our communication being peak.
We're primo. Yeah.
All right. So you guys are back now in the farmhouse.
I closed the portal.
Okay.
Well,
Bye.
we were in the barn, but I mean, yeah. So. Okay. No, we have that down. The next, yeah. The next on our agenda,
Keep dropping.
were we going to go to the temple and see about making some items?
Tonight? It's like late.
Well, to make sure that we have all our stuff we need to have,
At
so
this
that way
point,
we
it's
can get a
getting
jump
close to
on it.
dinner time at this point.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
Yeah, it's like 5 o'clock.
Yeah. So if we make sure we organize our stuff, then we can jump into it when we do want to get into it.
Isn't it like completely transferable? Like you can access it from any temple?
What's that?
Like your stuff. Like its banking system, pretty much.
Yeah, you can
Well,
access
money.
yeah, anywhere.
Yeah.
Right, so even if we have like imbuminite in there, we say, hey, we're so-and-so, we have X amount of imbuminite. They're like, look you up, and they're like, yeah, you do.
Well,
Yep.
what? Okay. All
There
right.
you go.
That's fine. Okay. All right. If that's the
Yeah, 'cause they
system,
have
then
stock of stuff. They have that kind of stuff in stock for when they do their own empowering and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they just
okay. Well, I didn't know how deep pockets they had.
We don't have
Well.
that much.
They have more
Well,
probably than what you guys own, more than likely.
More than likely.
Okay, then that'll be
And
fine.
it also depends on where you're going, because like here at Morningdale, it's a decent sized town, so they would have, a decent amount, but like in Kings
Harbor, I was
like it's a
thinking, yeah.
major city, like there's lots of
Yeah.
adventures and things like coming in and out, and
There's
clerics
more
and things like
commerce.
that, so
Sure.
there's going
Yeah.
to be a lot more there. But like going to the temple at Whetstone, they would not have all that much besides the fact that they actually produce it there. But if it was a town like that, that's kind of like out and it's a smaller town, like they're not going to have that much. They're going to have enough for making, you know, a couple items here and there on the side, but
All right then. So since we're not going to do that because we already have access to lots of what we need, did we want a far sight or something to finish the day out?
We could.
We had people on the list, right?
Yes, we do. That would free up our tomorrow
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah, and everyone's hanging around eating pretty much around this time, so we can catch
Yeah, I mean, it's supper time. They're guard down.
bingo.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
Would you-
great.
it'll be their little Pearl Harbor. Yeah.
Yeah. We also are low on PowerPoints. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
But we still have the crystal, so
Yes,
you
crystal.
could like redo. Because I
Yeah.
think you get more than me, maybe.
Isaac does the most.
Yeah, and Isaac just got Farsight, so. And I think he's seen just about everybody.
Yeah, we dragged him around for a lot of
Yeah,
things.
well, and I showed the slideshow, so he's seen
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. So he's got
Kind of up
30.
to speed.
His max is 39 PowerPoints,
Yeah.
which is higher than mine. He has
Sure
15.
than hire me.
Yeah, he has 15 right now. I have 15. I don't know what you have as PowerPoint. You just got 7, plus your 1 or 2 you had.
Yeah. So I like. Is it
So you have
7
8?
total?
So you have 8.
I need to look at it again.
I always have
1
written
plus
the
morality
the
is
first.
2, 5, 7, plus you
Yeah.
guys. So I got 9, actually. So I have 2 more. So that puts me at 8, 9, 11. That puts me at 11.
Yeah, we get 2 more because of the people. That's right.
Yeah, because
All right.
we're friends.
Other buds. There you go. And Carl, did you want to do that with us when we were in the barn?
Do which thing?
Recover, because you just got recover also, so you can meditate with us and we'd all get PowerPoints.
Yeah.
All right, so that was a bonding moment. That's cool. All right, so we have 18 PowerPoints now instead of 15. And Carl's probably max, so
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm at max.
yeah. What do you have, 23?
Let me double check.
I think 22 is your base plus 1. So I think it's 23 now.
plus 3.
1. Oh, 3.
Yeah. plus
Wisdom 3. You're
the
right. So you have
wisdom is somewhat
25.
high.
Yeah. So my
Yeah.
points are
Yeah.
25.
Great.
Awesome.
I am Oz, the great and powerful. Fear me, our.
Oh, she's on something. There you go.
Okay. So I'm
All
gonna
right.
do it this way right now. I've got 12.
Huh.
So I can do it twice.
Yep.
I'm good for 2. What about you guys?
It's at 5 a pop, right?
I say.
I'm good for 3. Isaac's good for 3 also.
Yeah, that should cover most of it. And if someone fails, we can do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll hold standby for secondary try because I don't have a lot.
Yeah. Did you want to do fingers or you actually have one of his talons? I mean,
Yeah, but I can share.
that's so
I'm not
nice.
opposed. Yeah, I'm not opposed to sharing.
Such a
Alright, let me
kindred.
see. What?
I said such a kindred.
Yes.
Yes, it wasn't derogatory. Not this time.
That's fine. Alright, so you should probably do fingers, because... I don't know, it doesn't actually matter.
Sure, I'll do fingers. I don't care.
Okay. We'll start there.
Okay, I will have the item. And not my precious, but it's there.
I hope.
No.
That'd be
I have a clump of hair from somebody that's more precious.
wow.
It's like steel wool, man. It's pretty cool.
You start scrubbing pots with it.
It's possible. This compliments of the night dwell, some clean dishes. There you go.
All right,
Terry,
so
so-
who
It is a
we
little
deciding
rusty.
first?
Fingers.
Okay, what's my modifier?
Oh, right.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
Right, we have to do math. I forgot. Well, we have
Yeah.
a piece, so that's, what, 6? Right? Or is that 8? I have to relook this up. Give me a second. I'm a professional.
I think it's 4 plus your modifier.
Let me go to my King's
All right.
Harbor.
This is power level 5, isn't it? No, it's 4. All
I
right.
was gonna say, I believe it is 4.
Yep.
It's 4,
So-
but it's a miracle, so it costs 5.
Yeah, I don't care about that. All right. Connection. Hair, scale, blood, tooth, etc. -8 on the save modifier. Plus, it's a level 4, so that's -12.
The only modifier that for the save is just the items and stuff that you have. The power level doesn't go into it.
Yeah, the power level doesn't matter.
Oh, doesn't it?
Nope.
No, it's just all the things that are in the list adding up. So what is it? 8?
Familiar.
Do you have
know
any of
this
his
well.
stuff?
Oh, you have that sword.
Well, I mean, we had the stuff that was in the temple-ish area that he had, but they weren't like his.
No, they weren't his. They weren't his personal
So-
stuff. So it's just 8.
Okay.
I think.
And this is a whiz save.
Yeah.
Okay. Your sight is pulled up, and then you are pulled far, like quickly going through clouds and going across the ocean, and you go across lands as that is whooshing by. You can see just land going past, and you go over a set of mountains even, and you travel a bit of ways actually into a part that looks almost desert and just like very barren
Arid?
looking.
Yeah.
And you pass, you're going over ground for a short time with this, and then your sight is pulled down to this familiar figure, trudging through this barren land as there seems to be a slight, not a full-blown like sandstorm, but there's like wind gushing and there's some sand going up into their face, and you see the entity that you guys have been calling Fingers. I see a raised hand.
The atmosphere, does it remind me when I went through that one portal and I went through that town that was all covered with sand and dustiness like that?
This seems to be, it seems similar, but it also seems different.
Okay. That's fine.
Even though like you have used Farsight before, and
Yeah.
you're semi-familiar with using it and how it usually works,
Yeah.
you feel like, yes, the connection was made and that you're here, but it almost feels like whenever you're watching like a show and there's like static in it, and it just seems like you see the picture coming like in and out type deal. It seems
Yeah.
like there's some kind of
Interference.
with the empowerment and the area that he is in for some reason. Before, when you went through that portal, you didn't sense anything in the air other than just the atmosphere itself being warm and arid and things like that. But
Right.
this area in and of itself seems very just saturated with supernatural power just in the air itself. And you see him as he is trudging through this landscape, and he's not really sinking into like sand or anything, but you see like landscape of like land masses coming up, almost like plateaus coming up, and then there's some jagged spike like protrusions that are coming up at different points. And even for someone or an entity like this, it seems like he is even having trouble like moving through this storm, and kind of has like his hand up like this. He has like his hood up and has like a scarf across the front of him. Like, even though he's like undead in a sense, like he still seems like the weather and the atmosphere is still being a bother to him. But he is making his way through this landscape, and you see him walking, and then you see him kind of look off to the side, and you, through the spectating and being able to hear, you hear a noise off to the side, and he kind of looks off to the side that the noise came from, and he hides behind this section, that this plateau piece of
Stone?
earth that comes up next to him, and he kind of peeks off around the side, and you see this figure making its way through the sandstorm, a two-legged creature that looks similar to like the Draco Rex that you guys fought, but different. It doesn't have any wings on it, but it's like bipedal. It's about similar to the same size, and its head, instead of looking more like a T-Rex, looks like it's more like square-ish, and then like it comes up like it's all one piece, almost like horns coming up, but then it just like cuts off like a plateau on the top, almost like just like rock solid piece on the top, and you just see it trudging through this area and then making its way off into the storm. And it, like I said, has a very similar build to like the Draco Rex, but different at the same time. And as he waits there for a few moments, he continues on and kind of veers off to the side, away from where he saw this creature heading, and veers off to the side. And you watch him for the length of the far sight, until eventually you see him, these land masses that he is going past. At first, when you first start watching, they're scattered around and they're periodic, but when he sees that creature, they're beginning to show up more and more. There's more of these, like, I don't want to, like, almost like there was like an earthquake, and then it just made like pieces of like rock and stone kind of like break up like that and just stick up. And it seems more and more like that, and you see more and more signs like that as he continues. And then near the end of your far sight, you see them just all over the place, and he's kind of like making his way up over them and down, and then up over this other side. And then you see this, what looks like the remnants of what used to be structures, and more than likely used to have a wall around it, but it looks like just toppled over, partial toppled over buildings, and shorter ones, taller ones, and just bits and pieces of some space that more than likely is either a dwelling place for something or someone or a people, or was. Hard to tell with the sandstorm, the slight sandstorm going through, but you see him heading towards this, what looks like civilization ahead.
Is there a specific hilly area that stands up more than others?
it's hard to see, like, from the storm that is currently going on, like, all of the outcroppings and pieces, it looks like a lot of them look very, very similar, and you can't really see past, like, 40 feet out from the storm. So occasionally you do see like an actual big plateau that is sticking up, that, like, if you've ever been out to like the Midwest and you can actually like see like how flat it is, and then you just see like these big plateaus, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like, there's like one or two of those as he's walking during that 10 minutes that you can like see like a portion of it as he passes, that you can see like a wall of it as he passes by it.
When he first started, it was sandy.
It's not necessarily like sandy like a desert, but it's more like if you go out to the Midwest and you go to like what's it called? Is it called like Devil's Canyon or something like that?
I know Devil's Den, but that's in Gettysburg.
Well, it's not soft. It's very like the very ground that he is walking on is like cracked, like
packed and dry.
Like even the portions that are like sticking up, like you can see like the cracks and whatnot, as if like the ground is pretty much solid, with the exception of the fact of like when he steps at certain points, like sometimes it'll cave through and it almost like crunches, like he's breaking ice on top of like a river type deal. Like almost like the surface is like so dried out that it just became like a solid crust type of deal.
Yeah. So this is like the Tremere's wastelands. They're wastelands.
Yeah.
It's not dusty like a desert, but it's a wasteland.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's pretty much where I'm going with it. Okay. And so he sees this town, and there's different sizes of buildings and stuff. And there used to be a wall around it, but it's destroyed, like Jericho.
From what the brief amount of time that you saw it as he's heading towards this signs of civilization, or what was civilization possibly, you can't see the full scope of it because he's coming from down and he's coming up to it. But as he gets closer to it and more of it becomes visible from the storm not being as prevalent because there's buildings and stuff blocking it, it seems like it is expanding out more. So it looks probably bigger than a town. More than likely, probably was a city at some point.
Okay. So, but I can get a good visual that there's buildings there. So if I wanted to think about it, I could think about the buildings.
I mean, any of the places that he was traveling, like where that creature showed up that he was watching, like all of that, like you would be familiar with enough to show up there if you needed to. The buildings themselves, he doesn't really get that close enough for you to make out specific detail with the buildings. So you would be essentially porting in like
at the base of the hill,
60 feet or so from like the outskirts of the wall or these buildings.
Fine. Yeah, I'll forgive it. Okay. All right. Is he alone? I don't look and get the sense there's anyone else around him.
At this point, you don't see anybody with him at all. It just is him by himself.
Now, I'm close enough and I can see how he's dressed and if he's carrying anything on him, if he has a black eye. I mean, what do I get from seeing him, the condition he's in, or if he looks any different than when we saw him?
He seems to be wearing similar garb. However, it looks like his garb has also been updated. When you guys fought him, it looked very just like the robes and stuff that he had on had been stuff that he'd been wearing for a very long time.
Years. Yeah.
The design now is like the clothing looks like it was pretty much brand spanking new, other than the fact that he's been out in this weather for a little while, and it looks like it's just like very similar design. Just looks like somebody gave him new clothes, essentially.
Okay. All right. Does he have weapons? Did I see dangling off him?
Nope. Same as you guys fought him. He doesn't have any. He didn't have a pouch on him before, but he does have a pouch.
Yeah.
It's more of the. I shouldn't call it a
satchel.
It's more of like a satchel. It's like a little bit bigger than like a book-sized like bag that's slung
like
over
a bag of holding.
Very similar to that. Yes.
Okay. Somewhere for 2 hours.
Stick it somewhere, man.
And it'll never move.
Okay, what a great buy. Okay, and does it look like his talon grew back?
Oh yeah, his talons aren't like out all the way. They're like
retracted.
They're only out like maybe 6 inches or so from like his fingers at this point.
Instead of a foot and a half.
Only 6 inches.
Yeah, that's it. Poor kitty cat. Okay, if that's all I get, that's all I get then. All right. So he's he's enjoying life. All right, I guess the next would be Mustafa or Malicious, whatever his name is. Yeah, Mustafa.
I can't tell if he reminds me more of Mufasa or the Mustafar system. Like it's somewhere between the two, and I can't decide every time I hear it. It's awful.
All right, I will admit my name for him was very much kind of based off of Mufasa. I will say. Yes, because I was just
Mustafa,
I was like, okay, I need to try to come up with a generic, like a theme for naming night dwells in case like I come up with another one or they run into another one. So I was like, what?
The next one is
Simba. And then I was like, well, you know, Mufasa kind of sounds like a good name. And then I was like, well, I can't go with that. That's lame. So I was like, all right, let's mix it up a bit. See what I can.
Oh no, you might killed him. Oh no.
So that's what I came up with.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a peek at him, and I got some of his fur still, so that'd be a
picture. I have a picture, so it's
a picture. So that's 2 more. Yeah. That's -10.
Nice here.
And I get to re-roll on him if he passes. So.
I like that you just keep making stuff up.
It might stick.
It might stick.
All right. What's up?
I'm ready. Got my wings up.
All right.
I'll be the dream thunderbug. There'll be a gnat landing in his fur. Like Ant-Man. I'll just creeping along. You don't need this. I'll unplug him. Why's my armor falling off?
There's no hope.
All right. You.
Usually not.
Typical hero's journey.
Yeah. The shakiest gun in the West.
Your vision is pulled, and you find yourself.
Oh, don't I get to see mountains and valleys and rivers?
Yes, your vision is pulled, and once again you are pulled over the ocean, and you are pulled over tiny little land masses that you see just pushing by underneath you, and then you
speckled
come
mountains.
to a larger land mass, and your vision is pulled down as you see like this larger land mass, and a mountain, and it is
Whoa!
pointed to a character, and you see
Yeah.
the target of your far sight riding a blue dragon, and they are coming in for a landing on an opening of sorts and hovering
runway.
outside of a side of a mountain, and you see like this metal
Gate.
door that is there at the side of this mountain, like hundreds of feet up off of the base of the mountain.
Open
And
sesame.
they're hovering outside, and you see the gate begin to open, and they hover in, and the dragon lands, and he makes his way off of the dragon. And you also see two other dragons in this den that they have landed in. You see a large red dragon that is a bit bigger than the other two. Not
He's the
still
shit killer.
like still huge, but
Yeah.
seems to be a bit older than the blue dragon or
The
the
blue
other
one,
dragon.
yeah.
The other
You
dragon
can
you
take-
see is a black dragon, but doesn't look like it is.
It's big. They're smaller. Black dragons are smaller.
Doesn't look like it is completely alive. It looks more like it is.
Oh, never mind.
Was brought back from death. We'll say that.
Told you so.
And all of them kind of
So
look
he's-
at each other and are kind of snarling
He's
at each
undead.
other. But Mustafa kind of gives a glance at the blue dragon and says, "Behave," and then makes his way to a doorway that leads out of the den. Makes his way down different corridors and eventually finds his way into a circular room, which I'm trying to remember. If you've seen this room before.
Oh yeah.
Somebody has, but I can't remember if it's you or if it's Sybil.
That was me.
But you see a circular table with chairs,
Because it had multiple
Around it.
entrances. Yeah.
and you see multiple entrances into this room.
Yeah. That's where they were
Uh,
deliberating and hanging out. Yeah.
Yes,
I remember.
very much so.
Where the assassin dude was.
Yeah.
And you see in the room, you see Thyrane, you see Faben, you see Vled, you see Viren, you see a familiar dwarf, also unhooded now.
Ah, look at that. We can cross.
Fuckles.
Yes. And
What's his name tag say?
Urvar.
Trying to. Oh,
Simon.
you also see a
I
familiar.
need to know who Simon is.
You also see a familiar orc as well, with his twin
That
swords on the back.
He thinks he's cool. Yeah.
However,
It's
there
time
is a
to
difference in this
throw
room
some black powder
this
here.
time. There is a familiar-looking object in the middle of the table. A circular
Is it two pieces of
globe
crown put together?
in the center of the table. All of them are standing, and Faben and Thyrane are standing next to their chairs, kind of Thyrane has his arms crossed, and Faben is kind of just looking around and has his hands off to the side and is just kind of standing there looking around, and notices Mustafa coming in and gives like a, "Oh, okay, finally," like reaction to him making his way into the room. And both Thyrane and Faben take a seat with him entering into the room then. Mustafa then takes a seat. And Thyrane says, Well, I would consider that a success, I would think. Uh, the plan, I would say, is back on track. And Fabian speaks up and like, well, if you would have let me take care of them on the top of the mountain, and he gives a glare at Mustafa, we wouldn't be having this issue, and we could have not had to go through all this effort to find these shards. And you see Thyrane going through and pulling out one shard and putting it on the table, and then reaches back in and pulls out second shard of the crown. Mustafa says, well, that may be. But at the same time, you tend to let your ambitions run how you do things, and you don't think things through. Did you think that maybe your ambitions on that mountain maybe might affect the plan? You weren't supposed to, all you were supposed to do is get imbuminite. That's the only thing you were supposed to do. Well, I have to look out for my own interests, don't I? And you can see that Mustafa is getting a little bit irritated. He's starting to grit his teeth a little bit. And you can, like, hear the crackling of, like, the metal, like, around his glove, like, tightening as he's, like, making a fist. And Thyrane's like, alright, enough. We have the shards. All that we need is the jewel to go with it. The plan is still on schedule. It's fine. Fabian says, well, still, I don't think that they're just going to quit. We need to think of something for this group, because they have been a thorn in my side more times than any of you. And I know that when we think that they're not going to be a problem, that's when they show up. And Mustafa kind of leans forward and relaxes a little bit from his tension. Well, what would you suggest? Well, don't look at me. I'm not the one that comes up with the plans. I'm just supposed to follow orders. Remember? Mustafa stands up and slams his hands down on the table, and you can see the even though this is a hardy table made out of, like, probably marble or granite,
it reverberates.
See, like, the impact of where his fists are, and you can see, like, the crunching from, like, the table underneath. You know what? If it wasn't for, and you see as he begins to continue speaking, the globe on the inside of the table lights up, and you hear a voice come from the globe. That's enough!
Great work,
and they
Sora.
All...
You made Dad upset.
And they all just kind of quiet down. Mustafa gives a glare at Fabian and then sits back down on his seat. We will deal with this group if it comes to it. They are none of my concern as long as I get what I am looking for and what I need. I don't care how you do it, but do it. Work together. I brought you all together. I gave you and have given you the power to do this. Now do it. You're not going to complete what I want if you keep bickering about it. Mustafa, like, you can see his demeanor very much like a... His demeanor is more of like what you would expect from, like, a dog whenever it's acting up, but then you, like, sternly tell it to stop and to listen to you, and it kind of gets that, like, recoiled, like, it wants to please its master type deal, and that it doesn't want to upset it anymore, and it's going to listen. Fabian kind of gives the reaction of, okay, whatever, like, sure, I'll listen.
He's the rebellious child.
And Thyrain is like listening
He's
and
the oldest.
taking in what's being said and seems to be agreeable with it.
Like a mob father.
Yes,
Mob
very
boss.
much so. Even though he doesn't seem to be the boss.
Yeah. But he's got the demeanor, you know?
He's just the oldest kid telling the younger siblings, I told you that's what Dad would say. Yeah. Incredible.
After that, the globe stays lit, but there is silence for a few seconds. Thyrain then says, alright. Well, until we have the jewel and the crown is reassembled, we have a little bit of time to get what resources we need. Is everything on schedule for that? And he looks at Fabian. And Fabian kind of glances over at Mustafa and says, it shouldn't be a problem. I might have to push a few folks to work a little bit harder, but we should be on schedule, yes. He looks at Mustafa and says, are the troops ready for the plan to go into motion? Mustafa shakes his head and says, everything in training is going along as scheduled, and all of the units that we may need are pretty much accounted for. Thyrain then says, alright, well, as long as we don't have any other hiccups, seems like that the plan will go off without a hitch, assuming that there's no interference from this group. And Fabian, you can see him kind of like leaning over to Vlad as if he wants to say something to him, like, privately. And Thyrain sees this and says, if you have something to say, Fabian, we're all here, you might as well say it. This is just a personal matter. And once again, the voice from the globe says, Fabian.
Yes.
Alright. Fine. As per what I said earlier, I have dealt with this group more times than the rest of you. I just would like to assure that the plan goes off without a hitch, and that they don't remain an issue and don't remain a problem. Is that so bad? Thyrain says, well, again, if Master here does not think that is going to be an issue, then I think we should not pursue it. But if they come across our paths, I don't think we're going to be pulling any punches, now are we? And they all kind of like give that knowing nod of like, no, if we meet again, this is going to be it. Someone's not walking away type deal. Alright, well, you all have your assignments. And you know what the price is for failure as well. So don't fail. And Thyrain goes to stand up and walk off, and the globe speaks up and says, Thyrane, if you would remain for a moment. He kind of like hesitantly like stops and then slowly turns around and makes his way back to the table. The rest of you may go, the voice from the globe says. Mustafa and Fabian stand up, along with all those that accompanied them, and make their way towards the den where the dragons are. And of course, your Farsight continues following Mustafa and makes his way back to the dragon den where
I transfer over to the other guy. I go transfer to the table. He's an entity, so.
Oh, you
But,
could
you
absolutely
see-
just do the table.
Yeah.
You could absolutely just do the table. No save required.
No.
Do that.
But Mustafa
Yeah, man.
gets on the dragon along with the orc as well, and they take off. Blue Dragon makes his way out, and then you see, as they are riding, Mustafa wave his hand with his gauntlet, and a portal appears, and they go through. You find
Before they go through, when we're in the dragon lair, does it look like there's spots in there that are where they hold food, a lodging area, places that if we wanted to inspect later, we could pop into a neutral area where it's harder to find us or something? What kind of ceiling is up there?
It's essentially like a large, like circular, almost like a bear cave type deal, where it's like a big circular, like carved out section, and then there's like these pedestals large enough for the dragons to kind of like lounge on and lay on, and then their tails and their head can kind of like come down the sides if they want to, or they can curl up around to like where their claws are. But each of them, like each of those sections and those high rises, has like a feeding trough with like meat and stuff in it in case they want to feed. But it's like a big open area, and then there's just the door at the end where they went through to go to the meeting place that they were meeting in.
So it's just a natural looking cave den with
Well,
no
it looks
structures.
like it was carved out, but like the ceiling
Sure,
itself is like. The ceiling itself is probably like 60 feet or so. Like to the top where like the dome goes all the way to the top.
All right, but there's no like stalactites or mites.
No, it's
and
completely like smoothed and like chiseled out.
it's hewn out. Okay. Okay, but I know exactly where the door is. There's steps to go up to the door, or is it just on the first level
Which
walk in?
door?
It's just a continuation. Where he took me into the office.
It's just level with the floor. It's just
Okay.
level with the
I didn't know
floor
if he had to
or,
climb
like,
up,
the wall.
like 2 stories and then go through the door.
No, like
Okay.
when they landed, the black and the red dragon were already like perched up on their like,
plateaus.
pedestals and whatnot. So the
Yeah,
blue one landed down in like the central like circular area,
Which
in
is
the middle,
lower, right?
and then
Yeah.
he got off, and then the dragon just made its way up to the perch, like it knew
Sure.
where it was going and everything, and just
I hope so.
down, and he, gave his direction to the dragon, and then made his way to the doorway.
Which was straight.
Yep. The gate
Okay.
was on one end, and he came in, landed, and then the dragon went off to the side, and then he just progressed further in.
Okay. So which was
And the
straight in. There's
doorway,
no
like,
left away.
actually is like almost directly under where like the red dragon was, because there's like the perch on the left and then the right. So the black one was on the left, blue one went to the right, and then the red one was kind of like central, and the doorway was like right underneath it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm back going through a portal now. What's going on?
Okay, so the dragon flies through the portal, and you find yourself flying over a forest, and it makes its way down to an opening in the tree line, and lands, and you see a familiar. I don't remember if it was you or Sybil, but it would have been described, so this would sound similar to what either you heard, or this looks familiar if you're the one that saw it. But you see a familiar looking structure from where you saw the last time that you farsighted him, and he is back at his base of operations with orcs and whatnot, training in a big square that's blocked off or whatever, and the dragon lands outside the wall there, and he gets off. The dragon kind of hunkers down, and he makes his way around and towards the main structure of where they have landed.
Is the structure like a fort square structure, or is it sort of like a wizard's tower once he gets in and it's high
not
up?
a wizard's tower, but it's more of like a it looks like similar to Fabian's tower, but it's way shorter. It's more like the design and the look of it looks more of like a barracks, or like a just like a stronghold type deal.
An outpost. Yeah. Okay. Because where Fabian was, it was a converted temple area.
Yeah, this
the spire
the
came out
outside,
the
like the
center,
obsidian and jaggedness of the building, looks similar to Fabian's tower, but this is like several stories high, and it's like the central building in the middle, and then it seems like there's this courtyard that is like around the whole entire thing, where like all the orcs are like training and whatnot, and then there's the wall that's around the entire thing.
So there's a wall around the courtyard that has a wall.
No. Like, so think like Saruman's
Yeah, okay.
tower,
right.
where you have like the central structure, and then you have the wall around, and you just have that barren like openness in that around the tower. Well, think the central like barracks building where Mustafa resides, like that's several stories in the middle, and then you have that open area around the whole entire structure,
which is a courtyard. Okay.
Yes, and then you have the wall that goes around the whole outside.
Okay, I thought you had a wall around the courtyard and then an outside wall around that. Okay, that's fine. Just one wall.
One wall around the outside.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. I'm sure you'll draw me a map because I can see it all, so I can look at it later. So I appreciate that. Okay. Okay.
And you follow him for a short time before the far sight runs out, but he's making his way towards an entrance in the wall.
Does he have like symbolism and stuff on the door he walks into that's prideful, that shows his greatness and stuff?
I mean, not anything that is out of the ordinary from what you've seen from these guys. I mean, it has the symbol of the roaring red dragon on the front of it. I mean, it's pretty much like, it doesn't look like super ornate, if that's what you like, if that's what you're looking for. Like, it doesn't look,
whatever sticks out. I mean, I don't mean like gold all over the place, and that. No, I just mean symbolism that he's got around, or an ashtray.
It's mainly just organization identifying symbolism of like who he is associated with, essentially.
Okay, and he's still decked out in his monkey suit, I assume?
Oh yeah, he's still in the attire that he fought you guys on the beach with.
Okay, apparently he doesn't take too many baths. Okay,
Well, this is the same day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We're so efficient this same day.
It's the same day.
Wow. Stinks. Okay.
I know.
Yeah. All right. Is there a door as he's walking through that might be open? I can just like peek and as it go through, if there's
No,
one
the door
open.
is closed whenever he's approaching it.
All doors are always closed.
It seems like he is heading towards a gate, like a gated door to the wall.
Okay, so he didn't go into a
the
stronghold yet.
No, he's on the outskirts. The dragon landed on the outskirts and seemed to be getting like comfortable
Okay.
where the landing zone was, and he got off and was making his way around the wall to.
When he's going around the wall, do I see like guard towers or sentries?
Yeah,
as
there's
we're approaching?
different towers along the wall, and then there are orcs that are walking around the wall.
Okay, all right. I'll probably get drawings on that too. Okay, all right. So that probably ends my time. Okay, those are my 2 peekaboos.
I had.
Well, yeah, that's 2 that were kind of obvious and
Oh,
everything.
okay.
Unless, is there another one on the list that you want to
Were
apply
you
to?
gonna go to the table?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I can go to the table right away, right now. That lit up, the boss table.
Okay. So how soon after leaving the Mustafa leaving the room, I guess, because if you are following him out, get him getting on the dragon and flying away, there's going to be several minutes.
How much time was
there.
left? The question is, how much time was left?
There were several minutes left from him leaving the room that the meeting was in, going and getting on his dragon, and then flying off through a portal, landing. There was
15 minutes.
like
I'm pretty sure,
several
like that.
minutes that lasted.
Yeah. Well, either way, I can try to pop in and see if there's any remnant of someone having a
Well, then
conversation.
I'd try on him then. At that point, because it's been so long.
I don't know if I have anything to help me with
Oh, don't worry. I recently acquired a little bit of it.
the blood.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have a picture. So that's a
Which
minus
is
10.
2 more. Yeah, it's minus 10. Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay, so what's the modifier?
Minus 20 because I crossed my eyes. It's minus 10.
Okay. You attempt to reach out to look at Firain, and it seems like he resists your attempt to spy.
Yeah, I assumed you would. Yeah, I had a
I
feeling.
rolled really low on that one.
Yeah, but
Try
I,
again. That's not a problem.
yeah.
Alright. If you relay that it's important, I'll try. Pretty quick.
Yeah, I will relay that because I wrote off on Harry and I was like, but it seemed like there was a possibility of a. And I talked about the talking table, how he seemed to be the crime boss. I didn't get a name.
We already knew that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a shot then, I guess.
And I rolled even lower on that one.
Shame.
Kinda stink.
I didn't even see your arm move that much. I think that.
Technically, we
I
can
literally
try it
picked I
again.
literally just picked it up and went like that. Like that's all I did. And I rolled
We can
2
technically do
under
it
what I
again.
rolled the first time.
It's missing the
Yeah,
slot.
Isaac can
do
try.
it.
Isaac, he's our man.
Okay?
He can't do it? Oh.
And I
Oh,
rolled the same thing I just rolled.
Oh my goodness, this guy, like, leave me alone.
Man, there's
They
a lot of
won't
people
be a
trying to spy
problem.
on me right now.
Gets done being like, they're not a problem. It'll be, what is going on? Leave me alone. That's great. Alright, well, he's off the table for today.
yeah, for today. Until after midnight. Then we're going to nail him.
You better believe. Alright,
Yep. First one was a 5, and then a 3 and a 3. I don't know how that happened, but that's how it worked.
Save those for your battles, please, for attacking.
yeah.
But not using our NPCs, though.
Okay.
Yeah, put that in the reserve box.
Put it in the reserve box. Oh my.
Well, we've pretty much seen everybody, so.
Yeah, because they were all at that meeting. We even saw Chuckles.
Yeah, we had pretty much everyone on the list there.
Mm.
Honey, if you want to go and get that, take a short break, you can. It's up to you.
We have a few items that need to be identified. Oh, okay. While we're here, were we going to get those items identified? That was from Finger's sword and stuff?
We just need Colton to give us the list. We already identified all that stuff.
Okay, all right, okay.
The stuff that we don't know is what's in the briefcase.
Yeah. We want to turn that inside out and yank stuff out
Yeah.
from Chuckles.
I'm gonna go ahead and farsight Trenton, though. Because I think it'd be entertaining. / he'll probably succeed, so it won't be that long of an ordeal.
Yeah, so you might as well just knock it off your bucket list.
Yeah, say I did it once. Or at least I tried.
All right. So
Boy, we're
one
so
modifier
optimist.
for Trenton.
2.
I think I have a picture. I mean, I'm related, but that's up to you.
So a 2.
Yeah.
Roll your 20.
Your vision is pulled and
What?
is pulled over.
I didn't think that would work. I really didn't think that would work.
I rolled pretty
Can we
high.
switch it?
Wow.
You guys are in Morningdale, so
Yeah, go through
your
the
vision
trees and
is
mountains.
Dang.
pulled away, but not over the ocean and over land, and it is pulled over land until you see a body of water snaking its way up, and then you find yourself being drawn to a familiar looking city of a 2-layered city
hate
with
that.
water
I
flowing
hate
down.
all of that. Ugh.
King's Harbor.
Water
Oh,
flowing
no!
down a waterfall
It's
and then making
home.
its way out of
Oh, that's your home.
the,
Yours too.
out of
Stop
the city,
Give me
and
all
is
this.
pulled down into a mansion that you are familiar with, not your home, but another wealthy family's home, and is pulled underground, deep
Yep, that's the last
underground,
place I
several
saw.
floors, before you see Trenton walking through. Let's see here.
He's the
He is
bad
walking
seed.
through a section or a room that is $30 by 10 seems to be, and he is making. You caught him just as he was leaving a hallway and making his way across this room. And the room is a low torchlit corridor with worn flagstones. And the flames burn weakly, guttering as if starved for air. So you're quite a bit underground. There are small alcoves that you can see that hold open trays, buckets, and jugs off to the side. And supplies once carried by humanoids, and you see a few figures also in this room that look strikingly familiar, actually. Very similar to the creatures that you encountered under the mine of Whetstone that you guys began calling Dragoon. But there are gold Dragoon-like creatures in this room as he passes by. And you can hear sounds in this room seem to be very echoey. The very footsteps of his very own footsteps are very echoey as he is walking through this room. And as he makes his way through, the Dragoon off in the side, they kind of like straighten up and seem to be more at attention as he walks through and makes his way into a hallway that goes on for 10 feet. And
Where's
then
the door in the room that he walked
it
through?
is directly across from where you first started, like him exiting a hallway, going through the room, which is only like 10 feet, and then another hallway.
It's 10 feet the other way. Okay. I drew
Yeah,
the
so
room
it's,
sideways.
30 feet
30 by 10.
wide,
Right,
so
let
you
me
have
do it
15
the other
feet
way.
on each side, and then
It's like
you
a
have
T
10
intersection.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
I just drew it the opposite.
I would have done that too. Yeah.
goes through another hall, enters into another hallway that's only like 5 feet long, and makes his way into a
Are there other doors in
larger
the hallway?
room. What's that?
Are there other doors in that 5-foot hallway?
No, it's
like
just,
a straight little hallway?
Straight hallway.
Okay.
And
And
as
it's a big
he's
room.
going, and the hallway itself has stairs that are going down. The next room that he goes into is a larger room. Seems to be about 20 feet to the other side, where there's another door into another hallway. And then once again, it is wide. It is 60 feet in total, so about 30 feet on each side. As he is making his way through this room, it is a long vaulted room lined with barred cells on each side.
For inhabitants.
Some of the
People you can
cells you
make
can
into
see
things.
contain skeletons that are chained to the
Mhm.
wall, and
Yeah.
others have living prisoners that seem too weak to move. You can hear in the background the atmosphere in this room. You can hear moans and whispers drift from the different cells on each side, and you can hear the wailings of probably half-mad prisoners calling for different things, whether it be water, freedom, or even death itself. There is, at one end, what looks to be a jailer of sorts, or someone that is tending to all the cells and making sure that nobody's escaping.
He's not doing a good
Another
job.
one of these Dragoon, but seems to be larger. Probably a Vigonian Dragoon,
Sorry.
if you were to guess, because he is quite tall and quite large. And he kind of turns around, hearing someone enter the room, and then kind of nods as Trenton makes his way through. He then enters into another hallway that is 10 feet. And
Did not make this big.
once again, stairs going down. And you
Yep.
find he
a
enters
hole in
into a circular room.
All right, so he's going to draw all
that
this anyway.
is Oh, I already have it. It's right here on a sheet.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go here 2 years ago, but
Gets into a circular room, and it is what you would gauge probably from side to side on this circular room, probably 40 feet from side to side. And you see at the heart of this room, or in the center of it, there is a stone altar. And as he approaches it and makes his way around, you can see that it is scarred by either knife marks or some other edged instrument or claws. And it is also caked with quite a bit of dried blood. There are channels carved into the floor that lead up to this altar, and there's these channels that go into the floor that seem to funnel into outside the room, and at each point where these channels lead, there's this like leaning over winged looking figure that looks, we would say, vampire looking, but it looks very ghoulish and vampire looking. This stone altar, weirdly enough, has almost what looks like a fountain of blood that comes up from the center of it and seems to be flowing into these channels and then down into under the floor or somewhere unseen underneath these statues. The walls, you see, are filled with faded murals of grotesque feeding frenzies and probably sacrifices being done on this altar. And the paint itself on these murals are flaking off, whether it be due to age or dust or any other number of things with age. You also notice that there are chains dangling from the ceiling as well, swaying slightly as if recently disturbed. He makes his way around the table and to the far end of the room. You do notice that there are 3 exits to this room from where he entered in. So he enters in, there's a door straight on the other side, and then there's a door to the left and a door to the right that seem to go into separate hallways. He goes around the table and goes into the one that was straight across from where he entered. And then he proceeds to go down a set of stairs. And the stairs just go down.
It's going to the Underdark.
30 feet. And enters into another room that is 20 feet to the opposite side. And you can see that there are different holding cells in this room that are different from the ones that were in several rooms ago, where it was literally just like a barred, like, cage type deal. But these are actual, like, walled off, and then has like a door with like bars going through it. Except there is one door that does not have bars, and it is just a solid door. No openings to see inside. And he makes his way over to that door and goes in. As your far sight follows him in, you find yourself in a familiar looking area in the cell above, or the room above where your father is being held. squared off room. Looks pretty much the same exact as what you've seen it before, with the pit there, and the chains and the pulley bringing him up, and the chair and the table off to the side.
Well, you know who's the cause.
And he goes over to the pulley and begins to
Family
crank
members.
on the chains and begins to bring him
This
up.
is so messed up.
It's supposed to be.
Brings him up and then goes
That
to the
also
opposite
means he's
s-
legit been just like underground the whole time in the same city.
He's
Gosh,
mole man. Yeah.
That's awful.
Mhm.
Proceed.
as he as he brings him up, and he is dangling there, and you can see Tristan dangling there, and you can see more of him now than what you could in the dark underground that he was in the pit. And you can see more of it as Tristan also has a candle with him too as he was walking through. And he stands on the opposite side of Tristan, across from the opposite side of the pit, and squats down and just takes a look at him, and you can get a better look at Tristan. He is very, very thin, doesn't have much muscle to him. He has multiple scars all over his upper body and some on his legs. Even has some puncture wounds around his neck even. And you can see his eyes look kind of like, almost like he hasn't slept in like a very, very long time. And his eyes are somewhat bloodshot a little bit, and he's just kind of like half there. And Trenton kneels down and just kind of takes a look at him, and then stands up and puts the candle over closer to him, but in between the two of them along the pit. Hello, Dad. And you can see like Tristan kind of like raise his head up and kind of like open his eyes and try to focus on the individual across from him. It's been a while. You can see that there's a confused look on Tristan's face. You look familiar, but I can't place where I know you from. Well, I'm sure after enough time, you'll figure it out. You're a smart guy, after all. Oh, you're a Belmont. You're not just anybody. You're top of the line. Royalty. I mean, you don't look like it now, but at one time you were, right? Those days are long past. Not the same person I was then. Well, that's for sure. I don't even know if I'd call you half of the man or half the person that you were before. I mean, have you seen yourself? You're getting a little thin there. I mean, I'll have to have a talk to some of these folks around here. It looks like you could be treated a little bit better, don't you think? If you've come to make fun of me or to torture me or whatever, just get on with it. It's better just to get it over with. Why would I want to do that? It gets rid of all the fun for me if I just get it over with. Besides, I enjoy more of a mental struggle, if you know what I mean. I don't know if that was ever your forte, though. It It's something I've come to admire over the years, though. But perhaps another time, maybe? I wouldn't want to wear you out too soon. But this is a good way to get things started. Get the old brain moving. Get the thoughts turning over in your mind. Maybe you'll figure it out. Maybe you won't. Yes, I think that's what I'll do. And he just stands up and grabs the candle, begins heading for the door, grabs the handle, and before leaving, or before opening the door, says, I wonder if Mother would approve of the man that you've become as of late. I wonder if she'd even care. And then opens the door and walks out. Makes his way back through the hallway, up the stairs, and through the rooms that you saw him make his way through before. And the vision fades.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he does lower him, by the way.
I was gonna say he just left him up.
Yeah, just hang him up.
He did. He lowers him, and then, like, before exiting, says in a louder voice, "I wonder if Mother would," and then leaves.
Great.
Well, now you know where he is.
Yep.
Where he's connected, where you knew where he was. Yeah.
That's bad.
It's kind of convenient.
I mean, it is kind of convenient.
It's kind of convenient, actually.
It's always like it's like it's sad, but it's kind of convenient.
It's those secret things people don't know about because
Like, we talk about
underground.
having like stuff in your basement. This guy's got way too much basement to have stuff in.
That's where I am.
You're not in the basement.
I am right now.
Right, but like deep basement.
Well, there's some pumps over there. I'm not going there.
Deep basement.
Yeah, like that kind of basement.
Well, I don't tell people
Like,
about
I thought
that.
our vault, like the Belmont
Yeah,
vault
not
was
that
deep.
kind of
this is
raspberry.
deep.
Yeah.
Like this is bro went down like 3 sets of stairs.
Well, by the way, he also makes his way,
My goodness.
makes his way through like all those rooms, and then he ends up going through the hallway that you caught him as he was like coming into that first room.
This one.
And he goes 5 feet up another set of stairs, and then into a circular room, and then that is 20 feet to the opposite side. And it is a familiar sight of where you have seen Viren coming up, where it's kind of like that.
Oh, is that the
larger
stair next to those cells?
Yep.
And then he went up, and there was a door on the right and the left, right?
Yep. And then you saw the big central door open, and you saw Trenton and
McLaughlin.
Yeah, the other guy.
I've definitely called him Kelly in my notes. But that's okay. Got it. And this is the X-nay, because once you go in that room, it kind of cuts off. Okay. Man, that's an unfortunate set of circumstances. Okay.
But apparently necessity to know. So.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I have a really poorly drawn map, and
With a little
so I can't
behind
do it.
it. Yeah.
No. Alright. Cool.
Okay, so we're done farsighting?
Well, I can't anymore today.
Well, I mean,
so
targets, subjects.
I think we're pretty good.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay, you do what we're doing next. My dog needs outside.
All
We're
right.
robbing the local bank. Oh, she didn't hear that. Oh, well, my character thinks it's time for an orange juice break. That's important.
Orange juice is a good thing for breaks.
It is. I mean, the only thing I was thinking about now was getting ready to do the empowered items. Unless I'm overlooking something, which can happen.
Alright, let me see if I can pull up the list that I was given.
Yeah, because she had a conversation with you about stuff. Oh, and we were gonna see about trading in items, and also can players giving items together that they don't use anymore.
Well, I think that was why we had the armory thing in the Discord. Alright, so we got day 1. There's rent a cabin, which I don't know what that's about. She has old man shopping. You already did the thing with Whetstone.
Well, she's gonna rent a cabin because she was gonna get ready, I think, to see if she would turn or not for her moon thing.
There's also test the ward stone.
Yeah, we're gonna see if that worked with her to see if we can farsight the other person who's wearing it.
There is a mention in here of the rescuing or question mark, but old man rescue, and then there's also going to King's Harbor, talking with Zathras to see if he is charmed, and then there's guild idea. I don't know what
Yeah! It's such a good idea. We didn't even tell Galterus, so it could be his idea.
Yeah.
We
There's
kept that one to
also the
ourselves.
dog armor commission.
Yeah!
There's a training session with Galterus, and then
Yeah.
That's like a permanent ongoing thing.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
it's
never
assumed.
mind.
Every time she's there, it's
recharge
assumed.
the gauntlet, and then have Festus scout the Night Dwell Castle region, and then Farsight all the people.
Yeah, we did that.
We did most of them. I wanted to
open
hit up
Chuckles
McLaughlin,
briefcase.
Yeah, we're gonna do the briefcase.
Walking empowerment at temple available question mark.
That was what we were talking about, the restoration stuff
okay.
for walking and
Well,
stuff.
that's all the day 1 stuff, so...
Right, but this isn't even day 1, because day 1 is tomorrow. So
Yeah.
we
Okay.
didn't.
So we got the far side out of the way.
We did all of that in our day 0, technically. I thought the day was pretty over, and then we accomplished more on
Yeah,
0.
because it was just around supper time, so it was fun.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean, you guys can try something else, or
We can
call it a
we
day,
can work
we
on
can-
the my brain can't do this right now. The necklace thing, we could do that tonight because Isaac could farsight on
Farsight.
like
somebody
you
wearing it to see if they can.
after
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
So we want to make sure it works before she does a jailbreak. So.
Yep.
Okay.
Jailbreak, someone say jailbreak.
Okay, Isaac, we have an
So-
experiment for you.
Experimental boy.
We know you did a real good job in making this item. Now let's see if it really works.
Okay. So he's trying to farsight who?
You can do me.
Okay. So you got the amulet.
I'll have the
Take
amulet.
time to bond.
Yeah,
with
30
it,
minutes.
And then
Yep.
he tries to use farsight on you, and
Yep.
he looks a little confused, as if nothing like almost it's not even like that like your will resisted him. It's like almost like when you guys use the sending stone and then the person's like
There's nothing to.
dead or there's like no target. It's just like
It did. Yeah.
doesn't have a target or
Sick.
doesn't have anything to latch onto. So it
Yeah.
seems like it works.
Okay. Does it have charges or is it passive?
It's just a passive thing. As long as you are bonded to it and wearing it,
Okay.
it
Well, very
whoever
good.
is
Yeah, I
wearing
think
it,
that's
it
awesome.
keeps
Oh, it went
them,
really well.
Immune to it.
Do you have anything
Uh,
else that you're fiddling around with and thinking about?
Pretty darn impressive.
Like that ray of enfeeblement or something?
I mean, I have a couple of ideas that I've been rolling around in my mind, but they're
Yeah,
more of
have
a
time to. Okay.
personal thing for someone.
So this wasn't
But,
personal?
well, this was something that just kind of came to mind with the new abilities that you two were given by that immortal, and I just thought, well, maybe we should have something to counteract it in case the forces of the deceiver get a similar boon in some way. So
What if I learned how to fly? Do you think you can counter that?
Anti-aircraft. Go.
we do have.
That's exactly what I wanted to see.
We do have like wand of like missile or what is it? Rod.
A wand? Oh, rod.
of
Okay.
Missiles and brooch of missiles as well, along with several other missile items. So those are kind of like heat-seeking missiles, whatever a missile is, or heat-seeking in that matter.
A projectile.
Yeah.
I was hoping maybe something that could cancel flight, because if someone's like 100 feet up and they're trying to get away, if you could cancel that, and then they wouldn't be able to get away.
Well, you have the ability to unempower, don't you?
Yeah, but these guys seem to be stronger than unempower for us. I'm not a high enough cleric to compensate for whatever level wizardly they have. Unless I can get a boost of how strong I can be to equal that out, then yes, I could. But if there's a way I could boost my level of my intelligence strength, then
Yeah,
I
there are
wouldn't do it.
items out there that do improve the difficulty that foes have resisting your empowerment. I'm sure that there is probably something that could add to your trying to unempower something. Either that, or we could get you an item that just has a naturally higher version of unempower on it and utilizes something that is a higher version of it.
Someone higher has to make it.
Well, yes, of course, but
And higher than you and
that's the
I.
only thing that I can think of for improving that. I mean, outside of having whatever that creature was that you all fought in that temple that seemed to unempower everything, outside of having something like that around.
As
Yeah, isn't it
anti-empowerment ray.
Yeah.
just point that the guy
I'm
that
sure
gives
there
us
are
the most
relics as well of some sort that probably have a some sort of feature that within a certain radius or whatever that doesn't allow for empowerments to work. I mean, you all said that there was even a some brazers or something that you came across in Whetstone that canceled certain empowerments or made it difficult to use or something?
Made anciently by gnomes a long time ago.
But, you know, I'm sure, I mean, items like that exist. It all depends on...
Well, they're not laying
looking-
around the temple.
But, I don't know what you've been... where you've been asking or where you've been looking either. Or if you have been asking, I don't know. But I'm sure there's items out there that could, you know, help with that sort of thing.
All right. Well, I guess we need to go talk to the temple and probably not here
Kingsford probably would be our best bet.
because that's the biggest, oldest place up in the other continent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's a good thought, Isaac. I appreciate that.
I'm happy to help. I mean, after all, we are kind of going to be looking for powerful items to add to our arsenal anyway if we're going to be going against this group, so perhaps we might come across some, you know, old relic or perhaps a powerful item or something like that, similar to Sybil's sword that has something similar to that. Who knows?
Yeah, shouldn't we all have an item like that or something?
Oh, don't tell him I said this, but you want something better. Just kidding. I'm joking.
Well,
I'm joking.
if things are about to come to a head with this group that we've found ourselves entangled with, then yes, we probably all should have an item of similar strength to go up against them. Whether it be weapons or armor, I would suggest, yeah, that we probably all have some sort of...
Yeah. I was thinking that something that has effects that would counter their effects, that would even the playing field. I mean, when you have a crown that kind of like makes people's minds go melty, and then he can do whatever he wants.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that's hard to combat that. I mean, we just had 2 items taken from us that we had stashed away quite well. We invested a lot of time and resources, and in a blink of an eye, in 20 minutes, they were gone.
It was at least
And
40.
also-
Don't give him too much credit.
It
I'm scarred.
also would depend on, like, whether... Because I'm sure we probably can gear every single individual in our group to go up against, or to be 100% resistant to all
That's
3
too
of
much to
these.
ask.
But individually, we probably could plan around each of them. But facing all 3 of them together is quite a difficult task because you have a lot of things that you are trying to cover.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and that's what we
the
ran
Night
upon.
Dweller
In
himself, we didn't really see much of what he was capable of, other than he was super strong and able to pull somebody towards him. He didn't really use any other of his items, and we know that Thyrane can mess with people's minds and supposedly fly, and Fabian can fly, and you guys have dealt with him a little bit, but what all they have at their disposal and what their items may be able to do, we're not entirely sure.
Yeah, we don't have really offensive items. We have a lot of protective things and stuff, but not really offensive.
Although, I will say one thing that I did come across during my studies, while you guys have been abroad and things like that, I did come across some texts for different items that have long past been lost to, not necessarily time, but nobody knows exactly where they may be, and they were items used by powerful followers of the Creator during the Great War, and some of them date back all the way back to being used during, I forget what it's called, but essentially when
the fall happened?
No, Dominices or whatever his name was trying to take over the continent.
Praxis, Dominices.
Yeah, that. So some of them date back that far. But one item in particular, at least for going up against Fabian, because he seems to be an outright wizard type.
He's easily the most annoying of the three.
Yeah.
There was an item, a cloak,
Heartless.
that was called Wizard's Ruin, and it was known for absorbing enemy enchantments and then using the energy from those enchantments to then turn them back on those that used them, and use it for the wearer's benefit to do extra damage and things like that.
So it didn't reflect it back. It absorbed, regurgitated it to be converted to be used as energy.
Essentially, yes.
Rad. Yeah, okay. I thought about that. I thought about seeing about possibly converting enchanted items into being blessed items. I thought about that.
I'm gonna walk off and end up chatting with Conlin and then using my sending stone for a bit.
Yeah, he probably wants to know the move.
While you guys nerd out about items.
Nerd out, yeah.
Yeah.
Besides that,
Okay.
I found 2 other items in my studies. One was a piece of armor, and it was called Martyr's Last Stand. And then the other was a crossbow named Whisper.
Uh-oh. Does it have something in it that talks?
Well, some of these items I'm sure are similar, like I said, to Sybil's items, so they may have some sort of entity that is connected to it, and it might be a living relic of sorts. Others may just be a extremely powerful tool that someone was able to create with the creator's help, or perhaps just gifted to them by the creator or through an immortal giving it to them. There wasn't much information on these items other than, like, one was a chest plate, or a suit of armor, I should say, and then the other was a crossbow. But the armor is one of those that is as old as going back to the battle of when Praxis Dominices was taking over the continent. Whisper is something that came around just about before the Great War started. At least that's what the records seem to show.
Do they have anything about geographical where they were last encountered, or?
The armor was last seen in the southern region of Praxis, more than likely in what is now either the Badlands or possibly part of the Ashlands. Not entirely sure, but it was down south in that
The
section.
southwest.
Last,
Yeah. Yeah.
Whisper was last noted to be in the. Let me get the forest name correct. Oh, I thought that was named different. The Silverback Forest, but I thought it was named different. But the Silverback Forest.
Well, that's the one by the Great Mountains.
That is the one over by the Great Peak Mountains and the Moon
Oh, it's
Lake
on the far
and the
west
Spring
side.
Lake. Yep, it's on the opposite side of the
Spine
the
Mountain.
forest and the evil twins and all that.
Yeah, on the central Spine Mountain.
Yeah.
Or the Wandering Mountains, whatever. Okay. Center Realm Forest, and then there's. Okay.
The little forest there, Silverback Forest.
By the water. Yeah.
Yep. And then the armor, more than likely, was probably down in the Badlands.
Yeah.
Or the Ashlands.
The Ashlands I'm thinking of. Yeah. Well, that's why we live in the Northeast.
Yeah, it stinks down there.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't want to go down there.
Mexico. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, I can
And
do
there was-
more research on some more items to see what I can find, but, you know, just with the subject coming up, I just figured I would share those.
Interject that. Yeah. Okay. All right. We nerded out. No, you're gonna do something, Sybil, while we were nerding out.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no? Okay.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'll go talk to Conlon.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going? How is the animals?
Fine. There hasn't been any issues. None of them have looked at me like food, so I suppose that is good.
Perfect. That is great.
Surprisingly, they also have been getting along very well with each other, too. They don't look like they seem to want to fight or kill one another, so that also makes it easier for me to care for them. They are very well behaved, too, so...
Have you ever done, like, in-house care for, like, the elderly?
I can't say that I've done it for the elderly, but, I mean, I have managed households for a while and have dealt with a variety of occasions where someone comes home and needs
Had too much?
patched up, so to speak, or
I see.
You know, some first aid. Yeah.
Where did you
a little bit of
work?
first aid. Here, of course.
So, Brantley needed it patched up?
Not him specifically. If someone that he employed came back, one of his less savory types went out and had a talk with somebody and came back with, you know,
A little more than they bargained for.
a few scars or something like that, and they need patched up, then I could patch them up.
His employees, huh? Yeah.
If you thought that Brantley was going to do it, you have another thing coming, but
Yeah.
he essentially expected me to manage the house and to take care of everything for the most part. He wanted to do his own thing and be left alone most of the time, so...
Planning.
That doesn't sound awful. Well, anyway. Well, one of the
Everything.
contracts we're planning on picking up in the near future, like the next day.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's gonna need a little bit of a help for a prolonged period of time, probably. We were probably in a different location. How do you feel about maybe doing some glorified babysitting?
I mean, I'm okay with it if you all are alright with me not being here to tend to the house for however long it takes.
Yeah.
A couple.
Its own
If
thing.
this is tending to someone that is more on the elderly side, or what
Well,
you
don't
are
tell
describing,
him that, but yes.
either way, I'm not exactly the, as strong and as strapping as I used to be, so it might be helpful to have somebody there to help me if they need to get up or something like that, but I can outsource that and find someone trustworthy and willing to help, unless you want to handle that.
It's a little sensitive. So. I'd rather keep it in-house for now. But I just wanted to see your thoughts on it if it was coming up in the next day or so, just that you'd be prepared that I'd need you at a separate location for a slightly elongated stay.
I mean, I'm more than willing to do whatever you need me to do.
You kind of pay
to have
him.
a heads up.
I know, but like, it's not technically the job description.
Oh,
I will definitely.
It is not the description.
You are my employer, after all, so I mean.
He gets a paycheck.
Reason, I'm willing to, help and to help in whatever area or however I can, to the best.
Get extra orange juice. It'll be fun.
But I will take some time to pack some stuff out. For a prolonged stay somewhere, and
I thought I'd just give you a heads up.
Should I expect to also bring rations and things like that, or is that going to be wherever we are, or?
Where are you taking?
Well, I'm hoping to rent a cabin.
Oh, is that that's right, the cabin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
So I'll try to have it stocked. I should be able to do that, I think.
Okay.
Bring a snack.
Well, I mean, I would. It's just one of those of like a snack only lasts so long. And if
right. Yeah. I'll try and make sure that it's longer. Taken care of for sure.
Applied.
But, I mean, if we're also somewhere where I have access to go to a general store, I can just use the funds that you have provided and go and get some. I mean, but again, I don't know.
No, because that draws attention. I'm sorry, I'm not there in the conversation. I'll be quiet.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a lot of. I'd already thought of all these. There shouldn't be a lot of coming and going. You'd probably stay there a lot. You'd make sure it was pre-stocked.
All right.
This is a very high-profile individual that's going to cause quite a little bit of a stir, and it needs to keep under wraps.
Well, you're talking to the right person when it comes to dealing with high-profile people and dealing with their attitude.
He's just probably grumpy.
Oh, I know all about that.
Okay.
Well, then you'd be perfect. I've hired the right person for this job.
Like, he's standing there and, like, has his, like, hands on his hips, and he just, like, if it wasn't for the fact that, like, he's a guy, he'd be very reminiscent of, like, Edna from, The Incredibles, where it's just like, oh, darling, it's perfectly fine, I know how to handle these people. Like, he just kind of gives off that vibe of just like, it'll be fine, just leave it to me.
So confident that they're flipping.
Yes.
You're the best, Conlon. You're the best.
I don't think he needs pumped up anymore. He's already pumped up.
Don't give it another thought, dear. It's fine.
Fantastic.
Sounds more like fun. All right.
Well, I'll leave you to it then, since you've got it well underhand. And then I need to call the Padres. Hello. I'm gonna say Mom. Hi, Mom.
Well, hello. How are things
Hey.
going?
Really well, fantastical, incredibly successful and unsuccessful, and that's fine, I guess. These things happen. Would you mind if we popped in tomorrow sometime in the evening? I know you said like not to
Pop in.
show up, but I really need to talk to you about doing so before I do something.
Stupid.
Of course. By all means, if you need to stop by.
Yes, so it'd be in probably one of the drawing rooms, kind of closed off, no windows, that kind of deal, to keep everything tip-top.
Okay. Well, I mean, we haven't really moved anything into any of those rooms, so it's pretty much how you left it.
Fantastic. Alright, I'll probably be bringing a crew just because of how we're traveling tomorrow, so there'll be probably a bunch of us, but other than that, plan on seeing you sometime in the mid-afternoon, like 2-3-ish.
Should I expect this group and yourself to be staying long, or
No,
for a meal or
we're
anything
trying
like that?
to. We're working probably on a new contract tomorrow that we need to get on top of quickly, so we won't have a long time to stay. Just kind of ask a question, talk a little bit, and then pop back out.
All right. Well, you know, you guys are always welcome here. Obviously, it's nice to have a heads up if you guys are planning on staying, but it's not necessarily always needed. But
Well, yeah, it is nice to be able to plan ahead if you can. I agree. All right, well, sweet. See you tomorrow, Mom.
all right, see you.
Ciao.
That's it. Great. I'm set for the night, I think.
Did you mention anything about your vision, your far sight that you went to check on?
No.
Thank you. That's all I want to hear.
That's gonna take easily more than the less than 5 minutes that I have now on my sending stone. No, that's the in-person conversation tomorrow.
No, I mean to us.
Oh, to you!
Oh,
Did
you
you
people!
ask?
Well, yeah, you're doing a
I
far
was
sight in
just
front of us.
zoned out for 10 minutes. Yeah, right. Okay, I looked at my brother, and he saw my dad, which means they're in the same place.
Anything else that we need to know about from your far sight?
Anything else that you need to know from a first?
It's part of this.
They're across the street from my house.
So they're local. They're not in some far secluded place off the continent and all that stuff.
No.
So these people are in our backyard.
Oh, yes, very much.
Do you know anything about these people then? Did that help you know who the captors are and stuff?
Well, it's Byron. Right? There are too many in people. This isn't gonna work for me.
No.
It's Byron, and he's working with our political rivals that live across the road.
And your political rivals are who?
The McLaughlins. We're like the second family. They're like the first family of the town.
So you're saying you're not a whole family is with Byron?
I don't know. I just know they're in their house, in their basement. That's what I know.
They're in their basement? Is it a basement like ours that's here? There's all kinds of weird stuff in this basement too. There's a training room. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff in their basement. It's
So
really creepy and gross. There's a lot of blood and basement.
Blood? Why would they have... Doesn't blood dry up?
No, they decided to put in a fountain.
A fountain. So this
Yeah.
fountain bleeds blood? Is that an empowered
Blood
item? Or
fountain.
something?
I don't know. I didn't
I've heard
I
of
can't
chocolate fountains.
do that when I'm... Yeah, I'm sure that they dip their strawberries in there. Vela Morbis style.
Oh.
hmm
So you're saying this family line is connected or is Vela Morbis?
I don't think that they are, but Byron and my brother are. For sure.
Oh, so your brother is a Vela Morbis.
Yeah, I've told you all that before. I
Yeah.
talked about that in the meeting that we had earlier.
Okay, but do your parents know?
Kinda. It was more of like an uncertain type of a deal, but like he definitely was like, "Hey, Dad," so like he knows. It's not like a question.
But your mom doesn't know.
No, she knows.
But if there's flowing blood, it means they're victimizing somebody.
I guess. I don't know who. It didn't like have a source that I could see. It just was like blood fountain, and then the blood fountain poured out through the walls into something else. I don't know where it went, but it was well deep underground. Like it was very far down.
Well, where there's
Yeah.
blood, there's victims. Did you see any victims down there?
There were many much victims. Actually, there were like the troll things, the Dragoon people going on down there too, which is a whole nother problem, which is probably why people have been disappearing. Maybe, sort of, kind of, perhaps.
Did you? So you? Okay. So you did see victims.
The GM has smiled. I'm correct.
What type of victims did you see?
Skeletons, and then there were people crying for death. You know, good things
Well,
like that. I had a great 10 minutes, you guys. It was lovely.
That's nice. Were these people dwarves, humans, elves?
He was walking too fast. I couldn't tell.
Well, there's different sizes. I mean,
Go ahead
They
go
were
ahead and make
mostly
a wisdom
medium.
check
Yes.
for me.
A
yes.
wisdom check.
Yeah, I'm investigating because you didn't.
Yeah, I'm listening to the story.
That's part of the story.
This is me just to see what she can remember and pick out from what
Yeah.
she saw.
Yeah.
Based off of your questions.
Bro,
Yes.
I didn't even pull out dice. What's wrong with me?
You're so deficient.
I know.
While she's doing that, I'll go over the description that I gave for that room for
Oh,
you, Stan,
that's a
so
4.
you have it.
Yay! TMI game, that's a notable. Not at this table. My table.
The room that she was talking about with the blood flowing up, it was a round chamber with a stone altar at the middle of it that was scarred with marks from either a knife or some other edged object or possibly claws, and caked dried blood. And then from the center there was a fountain of blood that seemed to be coming up from the middle and then running into these channels that were carved on the table and then go down into channels on the floor and then run out underneath like the wall. And where they run underneath the wall, there's a statue of a winged looking figure leaning over out of the wall, like where this channel runs underneath. And
like a gargoyle.
Yeah, look very much like gargoyle vampire looking.
Big
and the fountain seems to be just flowing with this crimson fluid bubbling up endlessly through, with no source seeming to be visible. The walls were adorned with faded murals of
I remember.
grotesque feasting going on, and sacrifices being done, and then paint flaking off the side or off of the murals,
Yeah.
and then chains were dangling from the ceiling and were swaying slowly and
Yeah.
looked like they had recently been disturbed.
Correct. Okay.
What was your result, Kim? I'm sorry.
That's alright. I got a 4 out of 18, which puts me at a standard flawless.
Okay. Well, the Dragoon that you saw, there was 2 different ones that you saw that were in the first room that he went through.
I thought we were talking about the victims.
Yeah, we were.
Well, I haven't.
Yeah, we
I
are.
haven't got to that point.
Getting there.
Oh, okay,
The
I get everything.
Dragoon
Sorry.
seemed to be one seemed to be human, and then one seemed to be either gnomish or twiglet or barklet size. And then the cages around was a mixture of human, dwarf, again, like gnome or twiglet or barklet sized humanoids in like the cells.
There's a mix.
Yeah, it was a mix. And of course, then there was more in that final room that you saw when he was exiting. And there's that big, like, grand stairway leading up to the door.
Yeah, that one had like a bunch of
cells. Yeah, that has more individuals in it.
Yes, but
that was also a mix.
But there's a mix, but it's just the idea of identified what that mix was. Right. Okay.
And then in the one room there was the figure that looked like a jailer, or was in charge.
Right, the
of
jailer
those
was Vigon.
He looked like a Vigonian Dragoon.
It's probably Dothra.
Oh, please.
Hey, someone's got a... Nah, it's all right. Anyways, okay. So you gave me a plethora of the different types of victims then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I was inquisitive about. And the other things are good to recall also. So, okay. And geographically, this is in your hometown.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I knew that Trenton had been there once before. I just didn't really think it was like their base of operations. I thought it was like a place that they visited. But after this one, I seem to have been wrong.
Okay. Well. All right. This hits a little closer to home then, because it is home.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a whole problem.
And your brother's intertwined with this, and he's causing this, not in the past, though he probably has, but at this moment he is causing pain and suffering for those right now.
Yes, I already knew that.
And that didn't seem relevant from where we grew up, where we know he's causing.
I didn't know what he was doing there, how much he was doing there. I also was under the impression that he was the one who talked to Brantley, but that was wrong. It was the other guy. So, but then he just recently did the murder hobo sword. That's how we identified him, because he had the ring. It's a whole mess. Yes, I knew he was doing bad things. No, there wasn't much I could do about it.
Okay, as Kindred, and we know this is going on, we probably could now, being a stronger group, confront this.
Maybe, but there's a lot of people in a city that could get hurt if you do it wrong.
I'm not debating that at all.
Okay, that's why we haven't done
needs to be right. It seems to be needed to be investigated then.
Yeah, but not by us now. We have other things we need to do that take time, and we have other people that are already looking into it a little bit, and they're trying to be delicate.
Well, delicate's pretty slow.
Yeah.
At the hands of other people already speedily dying.
There are other things other than just the basement across the street, okay? We're trying to find these giant, important, empowered items. Like, we have to figure out Fingers and Thyron and the dragons. How are you going to fight a dragon and Thyron? Or and the Nightwell? Did you think about that yet? Because you should.
Sure, but there's something that we readily, Hannah could do fairly quick probably here.
Nope.
Well, that needs to be looked into.
I don't disagree, but we're a little bit of a blunt force trauma type of a thing. And I'd rather us not blunt force trauma my hometown.
Your hometown is already being victimized.
Yes, I know.
It's food for thought. Okay.
Thank you. Believe me, I've thought about it quite a bit.
I'm sure you have. But it's also bigger than just you. It's affecting everyone else. So it's not
This
just
is
about you.
also new information.
I understand. That's why I say we need to think about this. So
Alright, thank you for your consideration. I'm going to bed now. Goodbye.
that's where I was going to suggest you go.
Were you gonna send me to my room?
Might as well.
No, I'm not. I'm going
My-
for a run.
My
I can't
subordinates
right now.
need
I'm
to
getting
know their
angry.
place.
I'm going for a run. I'm running to the Red Root Rock. I can't do this right now.
Sounds fine for me, but don't get caught by somebody.
Whatever.
While you're at
You
the
just
red
I
you
rock,
just
do.
want to go fight around a rock.
No, more
Take it
bandits.
out on some thieves that always hang out there.
while you're at the red rock, nothing happens.
Thank goodness.
Well, she's not picking the flowers and stuff yet. That always provokes them to attack.
Do not disturb the water.
All right.
I huff and puff and try not to Brutum Morbus, and then I go home.
Okay.
I ought to put Moonbeam where you are and try to see if you transform.
Stay away from me. Not right now.
There's no such thing as a lunar shield device, is there?
All right. I guess day 0 is over. It's time for
Day 0
a
is over. It's time for day 1. Oh my goodness. What? I need to look at it again. Holy cow! Where are these messages? I hope these aren't work related.
I guess before I hit the sack, I would like to. It's probably too late. I'll have to wait till tomorrow. I have to rebuy a sending stone.
Yeah, you keep giving yours away.
I know, it's just the cleric in me. It's what I do. All right.
I mean, it would be going as simple as going into the temple. It just depends on how late you want to go in there.
Well, it's late right now. What time do you think it is?
I mean, you guys came in at like 5 o'clock and then went to Whetstone, took that stuff. That was only a couple of minutes.
Okay.
You did a couple
Well,
of
if you-
calls and a couple of far sites, so it hasn't been any more than like 2 hours.
So about
So it's
7?
like 7 o'clock.
all right. I'll go to the temple and I'll see if I can purchase a sending stone.
They do have one readily available for you. Yes.
Can I rent it? Can I test it? Let me test it. See how well it works.
You're terrible.
Yeah, but let me take it for a spin. Yeah. hey guys, this is me. Hey. Oh no, I don't want this one. Maybe another one.
It makes it a little too echoey.
Yeah, he's a little static in this one. It's shook it a little bit. Something's moving in there. Where's this made, anyways? Where's the stamp on the bottom for the certified stamp? You know, where is that?
Good grief.
Did you get this from a gypsy? There was a guy in a town. He was selling all kinds of stuff. He said it was blessed, but it wasn't. But I mean,
Are you asleep yet? My goodness.
I'm waiting for the page master over there to give me some info.
Trying to find my item
List?
here.
Just post it and we'll read it. I think it's like 900 gold pieces or
I was
something.
gonna say the most I was thinking was like 1,000, so I don't.
Yeah, the least I was thinking was 700. So
So what you're saying is Sybil could get like 3 more of these?
Oh,
yeah, get whimsical, girl, since you got some money.
Well,
Spend it like you got
call
it.
So many people all the time. That should basically just come out of the party fund, since I'm doing all your organizing and communication for you.
Wow, it almost sounds like one person's job duties is more special than others. Is that what
No,
you're
I'm just a glorified secretary.
saying? Then don't worry about what you're getting,
Exactly. Then you should get me a rock.
secretary.
Secretary.
Hey, you're still invited to the Kindred picnic in the spring. All right,
Oh,
you're gonna
thank
get your
you for
perk.
not uninviting me to the
Yeah,
picnic that
no.
I probably coordinated for you.
Which is fine. We might be able to put you into the fall fest.
Thing, by the way, Marie.
There you go.
Oh ho.
See what happens when you go through the archives?
Look at what
Yeah, I'm not finding it. I'll just say it's 700. We'll just go with that for right now. I can't.
Buy them while they're hot.
You got a discount. All right, that's fine. I'll mark it off here, and I keep a sending stone. So I have 2 sending stones. This one's Lent. Not the day of Lent. I mean, I lent it out. Okay. Okay. And this has 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's the standard. Standard. Just
I can
like the other
put
ones
more
you guys
minutes
have.
on my plan.
Yeah, can I charge it up? Like 15 minutes or something?
No.
Can I use an empowerment and extend the time limit?
Double.
No.
Double it?
We're the worst.
I'll put a USB cable in it and just connect it. Okay, all right.
As long as I keep it plugged in, it's fine.
Fine. All right. I'm going to go where I haven't gone before, and I don't have my information, but I'm going to do it anyways, and I'll be generically general. I have the information somewhere, I just don't have it on me.
Aha!
What are you talking about?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
All right, Page Master.
Yes.
I will use. Okay, I will use my sending stone, and I will reach out and contact my dad.
Okay.
I don't have his name here, but I mean, but
You're terrible.
I know, dad, and mom, and brother. We don't talk much about our sister. So, okay. And I'm the oldest, so there you go. I mean, not of my mom and dad, but I mean of my siblings. Okay, because that'd be wrong.
The sending stone is 900. Just an FYI. I did find my
See?
page here. Yes.
See, and I was right, so that's why I got my discount. Yeah. Thank you.
I need this thing. I think.
Where is this thing?
Ah,
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you are calling your dad.
Dadvine.
Wedge Root Graftman.
Wedge?
Whoa. Wedge root.
Yep. And your mom, Blossom Gale Graftman.
Oh boy.
Okay. Do I have a name of a brother?
Umber Terrence Graftman.
Tank.
Umber? Stop it, girl. Okay. Okay, what about my sister, since we're there? Lily?
1 second, because my
Honeysuckle?
music has changed.
No.
No. Poison ivy?
There is no mention of your sister.
Sister? Awesome.
No,
Okay.
There's no mention of your sister.
Okay.
That was brutal.
Well, I mean, that cuts down on Christmas
I have a
presents.
sister? Awesome.
Yeah.
Scratch that out.
Yeah. It's easier to buy for something that you're similar to. So
That's incredible.
Unless you want, the girl that you met at clerical school named Sybil to be your sister, but,
No.
he's a sister in the creator. Okay.
Not even honorary. Please no.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyways, I'll talk to Dad. I'll call him up, and I'll say, Dad, this is Torvine. I'm in your mind.
Son, well, how are you? It's been a long time.
It has. I'm contacting you because it has been a long time. I've had many adventures since graduating from cleric school. I've been running around the countryside pretty much with Sybil and a group of other people that we've made an adventuring group to try to help society and help protect it.
Well, that sounds right up your alley. Seems like you have found your calling in a way.
Yes, it's not an easy one. Many of us have come pretty close to perishing, but it is for a good cause, for others to be able to be free from the evils that try to ensnare it.
Well, if anybody can do it, it's you, my son.
Well,
You
you
and
did help
the friends around
prepare
you.
me, yeah. Yeah, you did help prepare me to always face things that are tough. And I'm curious how things are back at home.
Things have not been great as of late. Your mom and I have been a bit worried. Not over you, because we knew that you were going on wherever the creator was leading you, and that was fine, and you had your own path to take. But as of late, there seems to be, not just here at home, but also in the city, there seems to be more and more people going missing, and despite that and people that we know sometimes going missing, we seem to be untouched from it for a time, but as of late, we have not seen your brother Umber in some time. and it has your mother and I a little worried. We were visited by Sybil's father recently, as he made a trip down here to kind of see how things were going and to see what could possibly be done with these disappearances, and to just try to get information and try to tie any dots together that we possibly could piece together based off of what's been going on here and what's been going on in the city, but nothing seems to be really connecting other than it just seems to be this surrounding region for some reason. But
Missing. In how is it that people become missing?
well, your brother went missing. We sent him to the market to get a few things, and we expected him to return, but he never did. Yeah.
How long ago
I mean,
was that?
This would be a few weeks back.
A few weeks. And he was just going on a simple trip to town.
Well, if you you might not remember this. You can have Torvine do a check for this. I might be wrong with the couple weeks, but this will tie in. If you make the check, it'll make sense.
All right, well, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
This is intelligent?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 6 out of 19.
Okay. You remember some time ago, Sybil contacting her parents and mentioning that her dad was visiting your hometown.
Okay.
But this was some time back. From what your dad is telling you, it seems to be shortly after that visit that your brother went missing.
Is he the only one from the town that's from our town missing?
No, there's a few others that have gone missing. Originally, it was just from the city. I had heard rumors of people going missing in the city, but then slowly it seemed to make its way out to the outskirts of these surrounding towns around the city. Nobody really knows why they have gone missing or where they might have gone or who has them, but
has there been any roving guards put together to try to patrol?
That was part of the reason that Sybil's father came in, was to manage having more guards to patrol the streets and whatnot. It seems to have deterred the disappearances a bit, but they still are occurring, just less frequently.
When the people are missing, is it just one at a time, or is it groups of people that end up missing?
Before the increase in the guards, it was multiples at a time, and then now it seems to only be, most of the time, once or one, at most two.
So, are you guys taking precautions where you try to buddy up and things like that?
Yeah, here in the town, we've been trying to have everybody at least walk around in groups so that nobody is singled out. It's not exactly, what would you call it? There's not exactly like a curfew or anything imposed by the guards or anything like that, but we kind of have our own implemented curfew that we've put on ourselves, so that everybody goes out in groups and does their shopping or anything that they may do and need to do, and then everybody goes home.
Yeah, that's prudent. That's good. How's Mom taking it? I'm sure I'm sure she's pretty distraught over Umbra not being around.
Yes, and you know how your mother is. This kind of thing wears on her, so I'm doing my best to try to keep things together here, but we'll be fine. The creator is still in control, and we trust in his strength and his protection, and those that he would lead to us to protect us, and it's up to him ultimately. So
I understand, Dad. Thank you for giving me that information. I, in my own limited way, but yet still I have some resources. I will look into this, and I'll get back with you with anything that I can find.
all right, son. It's good to hear from you. Glad things seem well. I'm glad you are well. Hopefully, your friend Sybil in your group is well and doing well.
We do our best, but yet it's not, how should I say, a guarantee. But tell Mom I care for her, and that I will not let this settle until I find answers.
I appreciate that, and I would say your mother would appreciate that as well.
Stay safe, Dad. Catch you later.
You as well, son.
Okay, end the conversation.
I have been waiting for you to make that phone call for so long. To either call
It's
your
the
mom
thing
or
he
your
keeps
dad.
saying that he won't do, and here you are, doing it. I'm so proud of you.
Knock it off. Leave me alone.
See, that's what you said you wanted, but now you're not.
Okay. It's still. I'm going to for 40 minutes. I'm going to recoup some PowerPoints, and I want to Farsight Umbra.
Okay. And it's Umber, not Umbra. Umber.
Oh yeah, Umber.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Lumber
he's
without the,
even though I'm older, he's bigger, so he kind of sends a shadow.
Was
But it's
that on
Umbra, like
purpose?
yeah.
Was that on purpose, GM? It's lumber
Okay.
without the L.
No.
Lumber.
That's what I
Lumber's
said,
along.
lumber.
Yeah.
You're Twiglet. Thank
Like
you
a
so
bunch of
much.
wood together. He's a piece of lumber.
He's a lumber.
Is his middle name Jack?
You were just so unfeeling, Tara.
Lumber Jack.
You've been out in the
Like
woods
puns.
too long. It's gotten to your head.
No, that one was funny.
Yeah, it was. But cruel at the same time.
Oh, come on.
Lumberjack Crafty.
You don't do any better to me.
Okay.
Those of us that work with young people.
So yes. So I'll try my brother.
Okay.
It's up to him to let me in or not. So it's not really on a roll. Really, roll the one of all the numbers.
I rolled a 3.
Let's
Yeah.
go. That's what it feels like.
It always feels like that. It's nothing new. But it's up to him to let me in or not.
It
What-
feels
what-
different.
Do you have, or what's your modifier for your brother?
Nothing.
Well, I know him personally. I don't have anything of him with me. So it's a -4.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't have a piece of his garment. If I want to, I have artistry. I could draw a picture of him really quick before I do it if I want to enhance it by 2 more.
Wow.
Which, which would be a
Just give me 4.
which would be a -6.
Alright.
Well,
I'm
they'll
gonna
put it
keep
up to a
my-
9.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because there's a way around this, but
We can't just give it to you.
yeah, I don't want to just give it away.
Those are the only ways to get him more of a well, it's a modifier against him, not me.
If only there was a way to tell your brother, hey, I want to look at you, but I need you to let me look at you.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
all
too
right.
bad you spent your 5
Yeah.
minutes talking to your dad.
Yeah, I used all of
Have
it
to
up
wait
there.
till tomorrow.
Or I could be very selfish. We're all gonna go sleep. I'll use the power gem and fill that puppy up, and then I'll contact him with a sending stone.
Do it.
Yep.
Okay. What do you say to your brother?
Oh, okay. First, I have
Is
to
this
remind
thing on?
myself.
Doink, doink, doink.
I've already been through that.
I
Yes, it does
recommend
rattle. I
starting
got the
out
discount
with
one.
a solid, hey, it works every time. I'm telling you, I recommend that method.
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. I'll start off and I'll say, Umber, this is your brother. I'm speaking to you in your head. And he knows I went to clerical school, so.
Brother, help me.
I wish to help you by seeing where you are, but you need to let me do that. Will you let me enter where you are in your head so I may see?
Okay.
I'll be there in a minute. Okay. Now I'll do Farsight again.
Okay. Since he is willingly letting you farsight him, I will bypass the immunity for 24 hours because he is willingly letting you see
Yes.
him.
Yes.
Your vision is pulled yet again down, or very similar to Sybil's, down south, and is pulled down to a familiar-looking city with 2 layers and the water running off, and it is pulled down, underground, down, and you find yourself. Now I have to pull my paper back out.
Rerun.
Where did I put? Oh, there we go. You find yourself in a long vaulted room, and you find
All rooms
yourself
feel like that.
in a cage of some sort, and you see your brother strapped to the wall, being chained to the wall. Looks like he hasn't been fed in some time and looks quite thin, and has got the sleepy look underneath his eyes, the black under the eyes and bloodshot eyes. And you see a few cuts and scrapes on him. He is essentially just wearing like a tunic on his lower half. Looks like they were pants at some point, but like ripped basically up to like the knee area. So it looks like he's wearing shorts, and that's it. And looking around the surroundings, you can see other cells and other individuals in the cells as well.
The individuals are they? Okay, you're gonna say some are okay.
Some are chained similar to him. Others have chains that are attached just to their legs, and they are wandering around. There's one in particular that is off to the side of him to the right that is just chained has a chain attached to the leg, and it's just kind of sitting there looking in at him from their side, and is just kind of like looking at him in a very strange way. You're not sure if it's because he looks like food or like a plaything of some sort, like a toy or what, but the creature next to him looks very much like what you guys encountered beneath Whetstone, but it looks like they are in the transition of being changed into a Dragoon. But yeah.
You can't tell what type of race it is. Are there traits? that you can tell?
It looks like another Twiglet or Barklet.
Okay, so does it seem like they have a lot of these in the same race next to each other, or is it
Not necessarily. The
random?
one next to him is a human-sized, but he is chained to the wall.
But he is human.
Yes.
Okay, and my brother, both of his arms are chained.
Yeah, both chained to the wall. Like there's a little bit of slack. Like there's a little bit of chain that's like 3 inches or so that he
Right.
has like leaning forward. That the chain's connected to the wall, and then there's like the shackle on his wrist that just allows him
Okay.
a
Do
little
it-
leeway.
Do I see the human next to him? Is he look like he's changing, or is it he's just uncomfortable also?
He just looks like he's in a similar state to your brother.
Okay, does it look like any of them have been bloodletted?
They do all have cuts on them, so some of them
But-
may have been bloodletted
Well-
recently or in the past. The human next to you, you can actually see like there's a few puncture marks on his neck.
Okay, does my brother have puncture marks?
He has one set of puncture marks on his neck.
Okay. His cell, there's only one way in.
Yeah, there's just the door across from him.
So the transformed Twiglet next to him, if it did fully do it, it couldn't reach him.
Correct.
Okay, so he's protected
his arms
physically
are
in the
not long enough to reach
Right,
him, but
okay.
It's just kind of like there has its like hands there, and it's just kind of looking through like one of the squares and just kind of like
yeah, eyeballing him. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The latch, the bars and stuff. Does it remind us of the same way down in Whetstone, the way the setup is?
It's similar, but you're not sure if it operates the same. It looks like there's a thing at the top that gets like either pulled up or activated, and it goes up, and then it allows the door to swing open.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. How far away can I go from him being chained to look down and around to investigate?
You
Like
can
10
move
feet?
up to 10 feet around the
Yeah.
space that you are.
Yeah. So can I go to the edge of the
Whatever it is.
cage? Right. And look down around to see what's on the ground and stuff?
There is
'Cause he's on, like,
in his cell. There is a mound of like hay or whatever for him to like sit on for comfort. But like the cell next to him that has the wandering twiglet or whatever in it, like has like an actual like bedding section for like hay, and there's like
a frame.
No, but it's just like a pile of hay, and then what you would expect for like an animal, essentially. But like when you come at, if you were to move outside the cage, you would see that like all the ones that are free roaming have like that like bed like matted up section that they can go and lay down in, and then all the ones that are chained to the wall just have like a set underneath them for like padding where they're sitting. That's it.
Because the other ones have it on their leg, and they're able to wander around. And all those are transitioning.
Yep.
Okay.
And your
all right.
mother, like I said, looks very worse for wear. There's nothing in there for like, for them to go to the bathroom or anything like that. Like he is just chained to the wall.
Yeah, there's no respect there. Yeah. No dignity.
There is a bowl that is next to him, that is probably given to him, whether he's released for a time to like actually eat
for
something.
substance. Yeah.
But
Okay. All right. Can I see into the center of the room?
Moving out from the cell, you can move out, and then you're like a couple feet from where the entrance to the cage is, and you can look down, and he's actually on where the room, how the room is set up. He's on, like, if you were looking at the from a top-down view, he is on the right-hand side against the wall this way. And you look down and you can see two Dragoon figures down at the far end doing something at a table.
Is this a one-story level?
Yeah, it's just, just the room that you can see. You can't even see the doorways that actually go out of this room yet.
Well, the ceiling is... The ceiling's like 10 feet high, 8 feet high?
It's 10 feet.
10 feet. And the guards are like 20 feet down further, guarding a door.
The room itself, you are pretty much down at the right side. So you are... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're like 50 feet down to the other side of the room.
All right, so this room is 10 feet wide and long, right?
It is 20 feet wide and 60 feet long.
Okay, so there's one of those jetted through where you walk through hallway things.
Yeah,
okay.
This was the second room
This
that
was the big
Trenton
one
went
before
through.
the circle with the blood altar.
Yeah, that you went past. Yeah. The blood altar is the next section.
Yep.
Right, okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
The next
All right,
section down.
There aren't any more doors.
There's
not
there's
where I am.
There's two doors to this room, but they're literally right across from each other because Trenton came through
there's
another
no
room,
more
down a hallway, and then into this room and through another hallway.
Yeah, because the 30 feet that way, 30 feet this way, they're dead ends. They're just access ways to these cells. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. That's all I got to see, and I can't say anything, so... Okay. All right, so I'll stop my far sight. And, I will use my stone again. And, I will pop back in and talk to my brother briefly.
Okay.
I would say... brother, it is me again. I thank you for letting me see your condition. At the moment, it is beyond me to help you in this condition. But you need to be quiet about this, not to alarm those around you that I've been peeking around. I talked to Mother and Father. I told them I would investigate and try to find you. So far, I found you. The next step is to try to rescue you. Do you understand?
Yes. I'll do my best on this end. I don't know who these people are, but they are very beyond anything that I'm used to, and they are very good at getting information out of people. But I will do my best. It's the only hope I have right now for getting out of this.
You are doing what you actually should do. In the meantime, we need to ask the Creator for strength and guidance. And He shall give us the strength for whatever we are engaged in. Just stay faithful and strong, brother.
This is the only thing that has kept me along this long. That and the hope of being free someday.
There are two ways of being free. Hopefully we'll get the free to bring you home, but if not, freedom is also being with the Creator.
That is true. Thank you, brother.
Hang in there, brother. I might be able to get you out of this. All right, that's it.
All right.
All right, then it's bedtime for me.
All right. Well, that seems like a good place to call it a night. Oh, man.
Glorious purpose.
Oh, yes. Glorious purpose. All right. Well, that is where we will pick up next time is day 1.
Day one. We didn't even get to day 1.
We're so terrible with time. We're so
It's
terrible.
killing
We're
me
not
on
in the
the
same
inside.
day anymore. We're not in the same
I
day
need
anymore.
answers to one question. How tall is the stairway before with the 2 hallways before the room where when you enter it, like Farsight stops? How tall is that stairwell?
You're talking about the big grand one that leads up to the door?
Yeah, that one.
That's like a good 20 feet. Like from the bottom of the stairs, it's a good like 20 feet up.
Like the whole thing. Okay. Got it.
All
I
right.
have thoughts. I
There
have
you
a plan. But it probably won't matter because we won't get through day 1, and going anywhere doesn't happen till day 2. So I'll hold
I
on
don't
to
know,
this
you
one.
guys chopped off a couple things for day 1, so I think,
Yeah, but day 1 needs to be a prep day so that way we can actually accomplish apparently more now than I was really hoping this would be so soon. Why do I ever have hope that things will be simple?
Before my head hits the pillow, I'm gonna say out loud, and I'm gonna say, Braulio, you better get your act together because evil needs to be vanquished, and you have the ability to help us. Get your act together.
oh, I have a plan for you guys to get these items and to be traveling to where you need to go, so don't.
All right,
Don't
I just
you
had to
worry
put the
about
plug
it.
in there.
I
Don't
could
you
care
worry,
less
your
about
pretty little head.
Well, some of us might be curious.
Not curious.
We might be able to sell them on the market, get a lot out of them.
Black market.
Alright.
Black market. Not Tuesdays. Yeah.
Alright, well, with that, thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time.
Okay. Cheers.